This episode of Not That Damn Show is sponsored by Scoop Sharks, the badass backyard cleanup crew. That's this week's thing. I don't know. I'm just trying to come up with something every week. I don't even know what to say. These guys clean up poop. These guys clean up poop, and they do a good job at it. They even went to, like, the guy messaged me. I haven't even read the whole message. I just saw it. So he went to this thing called, I think it's called ScoopCon, where all the poop scoopers in the country gather together and have this big conference of poop scoopers. I don't know what the fuck you talk about.
Is it weird that I want to go to that?
I kind of do too. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Sounds kind of awesome.
Interesting.
I bet they talk about like marketing and different ways to get people to hire them to clean up their poop.
Here's our newest scooping technology.
But it's a lot like that radio conference we went to. Hey, at 7:30, we got Jim coming up.
Yeah.
He's going to speak about how he's changed the city of Portland.
Yeah, they got panels for some reason. I don't know, but that sounds awesome. I would go to that.
Yeah.
But remember that? What was that movie that was somebody had like a vaporizer where they would vaporize the poop?
Oh, God. I don't.
Fuck, it was a really bad movie, but you know what I'm talking about, though, right? And
yeah,
then the poop
I
would
do.
end up somewhere. I don't know what it is, but maybe they're talking about poop vaporizers and how to clean the poop up better and how to get it to people's yards and stuff. I have no idea. We should have this guy on the show sometime to talk about his poop scooping life and what that's all
I want
about.
to find out what he knows about the white poop, why it disappeared, as we talked
what is
about
that?
before.
That's a great question.
He's a dog poop expert. He probably knows.
He should have the answers.
Apparently, there's a movie called Envy.
That's the movie I'm talking about.
I don't know what this is.
Check it out. It's about poop scooping.
Are you
Kinda.
serious?
Not entirely, but a little bit. But check that movie out. And before you do that, though, hit up scoopsharks.com. Let them know That Damn Show sent you. Have them come clean up your poop for $50 for that first month, which is a hell of a deal. Scoopsharks.com. They support the show, so make sure you support them. Let's get our show started.
Yo, turn it up, crank the volume to 10. This one's for the crew who won't bow again. The hosts are united, ready to go. They tried to kill it, but we're not that damn show. Fuck you! We're back, louder than you'll know. Corporate radio can kiss our ass. They fired us, tried to make us fold, but we're not that damn show. Still raw, uncut, and bold. Cunts. Fuck you! Fuck you!
Welcome to the show, everybody. There's a lot of shit to get into today, so we're not going to waste a whole lot of time, but I do want to tell you, make sure you're following us on social media if you're not, because and join the group on Facebook, because we'll be doing a lot of announcements and things that we have going on there. So be a part of it. Follow us on Instagram. Be a part of the group. Follow each one of us separately. All the links and everything you need are in the description of this. And every episode of Not That Damn Show, we have a big announcement coming up later in the show, and it kind of ties into all this. So you're not going to want to miss out on these things, but we'll get to that a little bit later. And actually, the cool thing about this announcement is if you're kind of on the fence about joining the Patreon, this might be the thing that pushes you over the fence a little bit. So we'll get to that. We'll get to that a little bit later, because like I said, lots to get into. We got voicemails and comments. We got a new Strokeified song, Florida Man, of course. We'll do the new segment, Damn Confession. You guys are fucking filthy and disgusting. And I mean, dude, some of these confessions that came in are fantastic. I cannot wait to get into this. We'll do a breakdown with the top karaoke songs, Digital Dick of the Week, Craig's Lust, Damn Problem, Dumpster Fire, and what we learned if we get to that. But we have a co-host update because a lot of people ask about this. So I figured let's get this out of the way right away. We did our final meeting yesterday. There were a couple of girls who couldn't make it. I will try to reschedule with them if we can, but at this point we sort of narrowed it down. Am I wrong to say that, guys?
I mean, two couldn't make it. I'm totally willing to hear them out, but they're gonna have to like fucking bring it.
Like they're gonna have to blow us away to get past where we're at. Because here's what happened yesterday: we met with this other 7 group of girls that we really liked, and we wanted to narrow it down to one more there because we already had our top 4. And so we just needed one more to round out the top 5.
And those 5 will get their own episode.
Yes.
We got to see how we vibe for an hour and a half, 2 hours.
And I'm really excited about that because who we have lined up, I think we're going to have a lot of fun with these ladies. But there was one thing that happened yesterday. There was 2 girls we couldn't fucking decide on. It came down to the final 2, and they were both fantastic. They were both great. We didn't know what to do, so we decided to take our top 5 to our top 6. And that was
because it's our show, we can do whatever the fuck we want.
And Nancy, pretty much what I was just going to say. That's our show. We could do whatever the fuck we want. We just like them so much that we think that they had so much potential that we really wanted to be able to do a full show with them.
It's life. It's life. There's always two women. You just want them both, but you can't have them both. So you got to pick one.
That's exactly right. But yeah, we were stumped because we were just like, we got to pick somebody. And we're like, do we? We can do top 6. Nobody cares.
You're right. That's what it was. We just like,
I mean, those other girls, I know, I guess part of me is like a little compassionate because if you say, hey, Saturday, and they're always working on Saturday, it could be tied up. So if they blow us out of the water, then we may have to just, everything we just said to lie.
Yeah, that's true. And that's just the way it is. It's like Ian said, it's our show. We can do whatever the fuck we want to. And we don't want to piss anybody off. And we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or anything. We want to make sure everybody gets the chance that they feel they deserve. And you know, why not? But I want to say we do have our top 6. So if these 2 girls can't meet with us potentially next week before we record, this is our top 6. And I want to tell everybody who it is and play maybe their video, not their whole video if we don't want to, but a little bit of the video to give them a reminder of who these girls are and why they made the top 6. So without any further ado, we'll get right into this, our top 6 right now. Here we are. These are the girls that, unless these other 2 blow our minds, we'll see. These are the girls that are going to get a show with us and do a full 2-3 hour show with us and could potentially become our co-host. Our very first one, everybody liked her, was Molly.
All right, damn it. I'm Molly, and it's time for a
That's
fucking
not Molly's
meditation.
video, so I don't know why I would.
Begin by closing.
No, that's Molly.
Is it? I'm not seeing Molly's video. There we go.
Well, I saw it.
I saw it.
Through the nose and hold. Hold it like you're about to say something mean to someone that you really love, and then you remember they're not Kyle from Rad Radio. Okay, release.
I mean...
Exhale. Let it all go. Let all the fucks go. Thank the universe for not putting you on this earth as Rob Williams because, well, that would really suck on so many levels. But not the kind of suck that Mr. Rogers would do. No. Anyway. Breathe. Breathe some more.
Okay, I can't handle the noise. I'm sorry.
That's what I said.
But I will say, like, Molly was great. She was creative. I'm not going to say that she had a leg up, but she's in the industry. We kind of have we know Molly, and she was fired by the same guy that fired us. So I was kind of like, all right, cool.
She was a great worker in the building, though. We all know that.
Yeah, no, the truth is Molly's very good at her job. And
that's literally all I knew about her. I didn't know what she sounded like on air because I didn't listen because she was on the other station. But I just know from all the ass kissery that she was given by her general manager at the time. I mean, I'm like, okay, she must be a hard worker. Cool.
She's really good. She's just, she's creative. She puts herself out there. She's good.
Yeah. So my biggest concern with Molly is, are we going to vibe?
Yeah. I mean, we'll find
that's the
out.
concern with all of them.
Well, yeah, but I have, I'm not saying that I'm biased towards anybody. There's a couple people I think will vibe better, but because I don't know Molly on that level. That's all I'm saying. I cannot wait to find out.
Yeah, I think that's all we can do that's why we're having these full on episodes is to find out what that vibe's like. Look, to be honest with you, Molly could come on. It could be the most awkward episode ever, and I'm like, I don't know what we're gonna do.
Or she could be like that missing piece. We don't know.
Or she could be great. So Molly has made the list. She is in. We'll be doing an episode with her. These dates will all come later. Next up on the list was Jamie.
Search not that damn show female co-host. Wait, where's Larry? Who's this bitch? Oh shit, it's me. I'm a longtime listener. I'm a Sacramento native, straight from my dad's sack to Sacktown. I can roast, be roasted, and then turn it to a merch idea. I'm not a skank, but I am a hoe for my husband. And I'm ready to be the gang to your guys' bang, metaphorically, of course. Why I am qualified, I have vagina and tits. I'm an adult that still laughs when someone says due to your balls. I am down to talk about dicks, pussies, butt fucking, poop, periods, and more.
I don't know.
What I see my
That's
well-being,
weird.
adding to the chaos, not controlling it.
Yeah, so that is Jamie. We're not gonna play these whole videos because we've already watched them a bunch of times. But Jamie, we like Jamie because she was creative. She created this whole presentation. She was funny. She gets the show. I feel like there's a good vibe there, and she's got a lot of ideas. That was at least for me. I don't know about you guys. What do you think?
No, I liked everything she did with her video. I'll say something I like and something that I'm concerned about. I have no idea what she's like, because she's, out of all 6, a complete unknown to me.
Yeah.
Which is totally fine, because she came out swinging and she got to the top 5 without having us knowing literally anything about her.
Yep.
And I'm like, that's great, but well, what is she like in a conversation? Because this is a one-sided video where she's only talking to us.
Yep.
So that's my concern.
I don't really have anything to say. I think we addressed it before. She's when we interviewed yesterday, it was great.
Yeah.
We didn't interview her yesterday.
Well, yeah, no, we haven't interviewed her, but when we just watched the video. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, no, the other 2 that made it, we talked to them, so we've actually had a conversation. So
yeah,
that was my biggest concern with Jamie.
That's a really good point too. Like, we haven't talked to any of these girls except for the 2 that we picked yesterday. So that's
I have less concern over, because our next contestant I do know I've met before. So I know that she can have a conversation.
And he's talking about Timu Lara Lali.
Hey guys, it's Laura. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm a huge fan of the show, even before it was not that damn show. I just want to let you know I can bring the sarcasm. We can make and crack jokes all day long. Poop talk does not scare me. Normally I do look really cute, but I figured since we're testing the waters, this is fine. A special talent that I have is not only being able to read words wrong, but I can also read people wrong.
So it might be, she's funny. She said some funny things. She called herself Timu Lara, like Stroke said, we kind of talked about this already. So, she made that list. She did a great job with the video. I don't know her. Ian knows her, so whatever. But again, she made that list for me and Stroke without even knowing who the hell she is.
Yeah, I'm eager just to have that part of the show, just see what she's got.
Absolutely. Next on the list, everybody loved her. We got a lot of messages about her. Is Stephanie.
It's Steph from Steph's Rock Show for that damn show. A lot of people have hit me up that they want me by your show. I started radio in 2004 at University of the Pacific. I think radio is kind of a dying breed. I've heard a lot about you guys from 98 Rock. I was at Rock 96.7 in Medina.
Anyway, she kind of lists off these different stations she used to work for. She makes fun of us for being old guys, don't look like we get laid enough. And she's a sex addict or former recovering sex addict who likes to peg men.
Yeah, I think the only concern I think with her is just that she's too busy.
She could be, but she could be.
That's my concern as well. But
she's got a gigantic microphone. That makes us feel a little inadequate.
She can be busy as hell 6 days a week. As long as Sunday is dedicated to just us, then go do whatever the fuck you want to do, and don't big time us.
So those were the 4 that we had already had picked, and so yesterday we had a few meetings with 7 other girls. Well, it was 5 other girls because of the others who couldn't make it. And these are the final. This is going to round out the 6 here, or the final 6. There's number 2 or number 5. Number 5 is Jen Lucky.
Oh hi.
She did the ED commercial.
The boring, basic blonde bitch? Well, then I've got the thing for you.
All right, so I'm not going to play her whole thing because she was kind of quiet. When we talked to her, I will tell you guys, when we talked to her yesterday, it felt good. It felt there was a good vibe there. She was cool. She was funny. Look at her. She's covered in tattoos and stuff. She fits the mold. Well, what did you guys think?
I like that because in her video, we didn't hear that voice. She was doing it. I'm like, I don't even know what this person sounds like in real life. We were talking to her from her car. She was at like soccer practice or something. So it's nice to actually hear what she's going to actually sound like. Because I'm like, that voice doesn't do anything for me. Because that's not who you are.
Yeah,
I think that what to consider for yesterday's. Damn, we all like today got something going on. She was the first one. We were a little more professional, kind of tight, not loosened up when we're doing those interviews, because interviews are weird, for everybody.
Oh yeah.
So, and she nailed it. So that's something that I'm like, okay, good job.
That's a really valid point. Like, she was the first one. She came on and she was like, we were like professional, like it was a real actual interview. And by the time we got to the last girl, we're like, whatever the fuck. It was just kind of BSing and whatever. And she, so she was good. She made it to the next round, so totally good. And then finally, the very last one is Kira Sullivan.
Hey guys, happy Saturday. All right, so just so you know, totally an open book over here. I've always been one of the guys. I can banter with you guys. I can talk dirty, and I can probably tell some dirty stories.
I have to take that off there because the guy peeing in the background is driving me insane.
Hey, that's definitely a way to get our attention. It's like, is there a dude
she was
in the back?
Fantastic. I don't know. I know her. I've talked to her. Yeah, I don't know her. Like, I wouldn't say personal level, but she was fantastic yesterday.
So good. Like again, another where we sat down and talked. It felt good. Like it felt natural. So, and that's kind of like how I felt with Jen. So Kira and Jen, you guys did an amazing job yesterday just in those interviews, and she rounds out our top 6. So that's what we got. We got Molly, we got Jamie, we got Lolly, we got Steph, Jen, and Kira.
I'm so glad you keep it up. I'm like,
I know.
There's so much going on.
There's a lot happening, but that's what we get. I'm excited about this. I think all the shows with all of these girls is going to be a really good time. I don't have any concerns about being able to do a show with them. I think that the energy is going to be there. I guess my only concern is just Kira talks really, really fast. So maybe she could slow down a little bit, and then maybe there was a couple internet connections with some people that I kind of worry about. But those are all technical things that don't matter that much.
No, not really. And another concern, and we've addressed this before, is like them getting too busy and having to leave, and then we got to do this all fucking shit all over again. If the next person leaves, we're done.
It's the dick show. That's all it is. Like if it doesn't work out, it's 3 dudes. That's it. That's how it's good. I don't want to go through this process again. It's too much.
I don't either. Yeah,
it's way too much. Jeez.
There's something to consider, though. They could do great at an interview. They could have an interview that sells us, but there is something about when the mic is on. And I've watched people in my career like get sick and vomit their first time ever on a microphone.
Yeah.
I know it's not live. Like it's a little bit scarier, I think, live on a radio.
Sure, it is. It is.
Than being recorded, but you got a lot of eyes and ears on you, so there is a difference when you have to be on the spot.
And that's a really good point. And that's part of the reason why we asked some of the questions we asked yesterday were kind of random, was to see how quick you could be right on the spot. And like what Stroke was saying, like for my first time on the radio, I said fuck. I literally said, I did my very first break. I said something wrong, stumbled over my words, thought I turned my mic off and said, oops, I fucked that up. And it went out on the air. So, and that's not good. So my point is that you do get very nervous, especially that first time when that mic comes on and you're sitting here with us.
You can say fuck all you want here.
But you could say whatever you want to here, but when we do this show, we do it as if it's live. You know, there's not a whole lot of stopping. We don't ever stop and redo something. It's just, we just go and do our thing. So you have to think of it as if it's a live show. At least that's how I go into it. I don't know about you guys, but
to me, to us, it's really natural.
Well, it is. Yeah.
We do it, and then even when we got together and started working together, it really wasn't that. It just took a little bit of. There was little bit of moments here and there, but you just adjust to it quick.
Yeah, but there
was experience though. We had a little bit of experience, different cities, but different experiences.
Exactly. And we all, not both, but the 3 of us knew. We knew radio, but there's something about our chemistry that's why this 4th person has to fit into that, because this isn't something that really can be created. It's something that just happens. It happens kind of naturally, and you have to fit. And what we had with Lara was great. It was a natural chemistry, and that's what we're wanting to do again here. But we don't, to be clear, and for all the damn it's listening, so everyone understands, is we're not trying to get another Lara.
I was just about to say, I'm so sick and tired of it. Like, why do you have to replace Lara? It's fucking Sahara dust. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
Like, why do you have to replace Lara? I'm like, I don't know how to explain this to you differently. She left. We didn't kick her out.
Yeah. People like still don't fully understand like why'd she leave. But
I hate that you guys are doing this to her.
We're not doing anything to her. She did this to us.
If anything, that's the case.
I want to back up for a second in case anyone thinks they heard Ian say Sahara dust. He did.
Oh,
that's a thing on the East Coast right now. It's blown in, and that's probably why we all sound like this.
Explain that a little bit, because some people might be like, what kind of fucking cocaine are you doing? Sahara dust.
You guys don't have that out there? Yeah, we get that.
Oh, no, they have cocaine out there.
Not Sahara
yeah, but
dust.
I mean, you don't got the Sahara dust. We went down to Miami and got that good shit.
So the Sahara dust.
Somehow the winds pick up the dust and blow it across the Atlantic, and it comes in. Now, evenings, it'll eventually get like an orange glow in the sky. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
But if you're very sensitive to allergies, I'm pretty much year round. And this is a bad time of year.
All right. That's what that is. That's what Sahara dust is. But
got to build a wall around that dust.
Build a fucking wall, man.
Yeah, but who's going to pay for it?
The people in the Sahara, they're going to pay for it.
That wall's going to be very small and very shitty.
All right, so those are our girls. Those are our top 6, and that's that's pretty much it. Maybe we could have Stroke write a song about whoever the winner is. Maybe that's one of the first things when we pick the girl. The very first thing you do is write a song about her. I think that'd be great.
Just remind me.
Write a song about anything.
Did we figure out the math? Is this going to time up enough for our big event?
It will. What will happen is it'll work out. The big event Stroke talking about, for those that don't know, is August 30th at the Boardwalk. That damn night out. It's gonna be awesome. Tickets on sale right now at notthatdamnshow.com, or not TDS.com. Sorry.
There's like 12 weeks before that.
I was gonna say what ends up happening is it'll be like right at the end of July. If it all times out perfectly, we'll be able to do a few shows with our new girl, and then she'll come to the event with us. So it should work out pretty good. Because think about it. If we pick this girl, and what if we get her on, and like 2 shows later, we're like, God, she's the worst. She's great on that first show, but then 2 shows later, she's terrible, and we just got to fire her. So yeah, that's fine.
Can we do that? Because it happens.
No, I know. I'm just kidding. I don't want to fire anybody. Everybody's the girl's gonna get her enough time to, fit in. And if she doesn't fit in after a few months, then we'll talk about that. But we got to move on. That's where we're at with the girls. So if you're one of those girls, congratulations. If you know one of the girls, go tell them congratulations. Tell the world, spread the word. Don't be a turd, spread the word. Make sure everybody listens to the show and listens to when you're on it, and start promoting the show, man. Start acting as if you're a part of the show and start fucking promoting it. Start being a part of it. Let's move on to the next Strokeified song. We have to get into this because it's
an ongoing thing.
This is still fucking happening. Now, okay, let's get it. Let me give you guys an update. I don't know if you guys got this same message that I got this morning when I woke up. Somebody had sent me more screenshots from the...
No, I didn't see this.
Yeah, from the former traveling drummer of the band Trapped. He's still talking shit, but I think he's sort of responding to what we were saying, and he's saying, we're talking shit about us, and he was like, well, like I would actually fight 3 of those guys or whatever. He's basically trying to backpedal.
I was gonna say, you're the one who called us out, motherfucker.
Yeah. Can I be honest with you? I forgot all about this whole story. It took everybody in the room kind of to get together to figure out what we were talking about, and I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of remember that.
Yeah,
I had no thought whatsoever to this person.
This guy the day after we granted this wish, I was done thinking about this man. Like he's never I don't know who the fuck he even is, but
it's been years since I've been like, oh right, you exist.
You're that guy.
And to recap, it was the contest, and we were giving away things at Christmas time. Somebody wanted a divorce. That would be his ex-wife right now.
Yeah.
And then that's what we did. And then I think Ian knew more about the information. Maybe, if I remember right. I really don't remember.
Well, I also banged her.
That's where the problem is.
I remember that part.
Ian slept with his ex-wife, and that's why he's still mad, I think.
Well, he's also mad at us for just getting the divorce. But at the same time, he constantly says, what she says is bullshit. Here's what really happened. And I'm like, dude, no one cares. It's been 7 years. Let it go.
I know. Whatever. Let it go. And now we got the fucking lead singer of Trapped showing up in our friends you might know on Facebook. Like, I'm about to add this guy and just really start a fight with Trapped. Like, hey,
I would love to go to war with Trapped.
I know. I've been seeing that all week, and I'm like, is it because I don't search Trapped? I have not searched Trapped. There was a guy on there that I'm like, and he had this blonde, and then I'm like, God, who is that? So I click it, and then it's the lead singer of Trapped, and then I'm like, well, how people I might know when I've never been to this guy's page, and I'm assuming that
no mutual friends, not even in the same area.
But I wouldn't even think the traveling drummer from 8-10 years ago would even have correspondence with this guy.
Agreed.
So I don't know if that's true. I just think it might be.
Maybe.
Like I think he might, and he might have been like, dude, this podcast is talking shit about you guys.
Well, we were talking shit about Trap. We were talking shit about him, right?
We could talk shit about Trap.
We kind of said Trap was a one-hit wonder, and
they're pretty terrible.
Yeah, and I did say that we did say the lead singer was a dick,
but
he is.
Yeah, you are what you are. You know what I'm saying?
Never mind. I forgot. I just forgot we had a war.
I know they're long episodes, so.
Well, right now it's not a war. It's not even a battle yet.
No, I'm saying I would love to go to war.
We're trying to start the war. We're fucking shooting at them. We're like, come on, let's go. Let's get them started. Like for us, for everybody listening, like for us, this is just fun. Like we're just fucking around. Like it doesn't mean anything. If Trapped wants to go to war with us, then awesome. We want to go to war with Trapped more than anything. But if they don't, then whatever. It's not that big of a deal. We move on.
I told a couple people about this week about this, and they're like, That band, they're still together?
Shockingly, yes.
They're like, why do you want to fight? What are they doing? I don't know. I don't know what they're doing.
It's like, I would fight any washed up band just for fun. Why not, man? It'd be kind of cool. Let's do Puddle of Mud next.
No, tell me about these screenshots though, because I didn't know about this morning.
Let me jump on my jump on my Instagram because that's the only way. I don't remember exactly what they were. This will only take a second. Now, there was actually, I'm sorry, there's like 6 of them if you can't see. 6 screenshots from this guy.
So I ain't checking my messages today.
So I'm not going to read all these, but the first thing he posts is like, to keep it straight, Sacramento show fans. He did not say the name of our show, but he's like, they knew me and lied, blah blah blah. I invited them to many of my radio golf events. I never went to. I was never.
I wasn't invited to any of those.
You didn't invite me to no radio golf event, guy.
Also, we knew who you were and we lied. I didn't know who you were.
I still don't know who you are.
If he truly invited me, I don't know anything. I really don't know.
Yeah, same. I
don't remember.
If you invited us, man, and I don't know anything about it.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, he didn't.
But he said something like, why stutter saying 27 days of Christmas? I don't know what that means. Who stuttered over that? I think I don't know what you're talking about. Why stutter
on these nuts?
Basically saying because you don't not pick the 7 days of Christmas. Oh, how about you don't know me? You don't not pick the 7 days of Christmas. Your double negative during a cover up makes you look just as ugly. So we're covering something up. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
And I'll tell you, we do pick the winners.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, somebody did send me this. I remember this, and I was like, "This is stupid." Yeah, okay, yeah. And I was like, "Well, I couldn't understand what he was saying."
So I'm not gonna read it anymore because this goes on and on. But then he starts, just him going on. He started having a conversation with somebody else in his comments about it, and it's like, dude, shut up. I understand that you might be mad that we helped your ex-wife that you allegedly cheated on get divorced. Let it go at this point, okay? And Ian slept with her. Who cares? Who cares? Go.
My dick's not that great. She was probably very unsatisfied.
I'm sure that is the case. I've heard from other girls, and they have all said the same thing. So just
keep flipping the fries, dude.
Be happy knowing that he didn't satisfy her. How's that?
Whatever helps you sleep at night, man.
Whatever helps you sleep, brother.
But yeah, I'm just like, he's like, y'all are trying to act like you don't pick the winners. We do. We have a say. I mean, we were like, yeah, this will look really good. And it's something we can do.
And that's not even true. We had we had a team that went through them. We didn't even go through them because we didn't want to be biased.
I was going to clarify. Like, they would sometimes give us a stack to read, and then we'd have to narrow it down. We'd have to narrow it down to like 10 or 20, and then we'd give it to other people, and then they would pick from there. That was the extent of us. Yeah. Of us picking. So we just suggest, like, hey, here's a bunch of good ones. Pick whoever you want. Out of that,
and to be honest, it had something to do with how lazy the sales department was, and they picked the easiest things they could find. So somebody knew. Was it a divorce attorney or was it money we gave?
It was a divorce attorney, and I'm pretty sure that was. And that was the other thing. It works out too. Is like this also became an advertising thing. So like, if we had a divorce attorney or one of our salespeople was trying to get a divorce attorney on to start advertising, we threw them this wish, and they're like, yeah, we'll grant this wish for you, and then they get free advertising out of it. Do you see how this works? Okay. They're giving people a little bit behind the curtain how radio works, but that's why it went that way. But anyway, all of that is said to say this week's song is called "I Fucking Hate Ian," and
I wrote it from the perspective of the drummer.
Sure. Yes,
there's a little bit of personal feelings in there somewhere.
Let me tell you, this song is fucking great. So I'm just going to put it on right now. Here is "I Hate Ian" from the perspective of the former traveling drummer of Trapped.
7 years ago, I had it all. Stroke was my friend, then I watched it fall. A washed up runner up for Trapped, nobody remembers me. Mikey saw the signs, tried to make me see. Then Stroke, Mike, and Ian called me out. Laid my heart bare, filled my soul with doubt. While Ian got headstrong and slept with my wife, I was caught unaware, losing the fight. I fucking hate it, it took what's mine. Stole my wife, now I'm lost in the grind. I'm a washed up drummer for Trapped, feeling beat. I fucking hate him, he's the reason for this pain. He cuts so deep.
Let me tell you,
my
this
new
sounds
favorite song.
This sounds like Buck Cherry. This sounds really good.
A little bit, yeah.
Promises broken like the drums I played. Fading echoes of the love we made. Thought I was untouchable, a rock star's dream. Now I stand alone, tearing at the seam. Stroking Mikey's voices haunt me at night. Ian's laughing, playing his twisted game right. Pain in my heart, scars that won't heal. I can't let it go, it's too real to conceal. I fucking hate Ian, he took what's mine. Stole my wife, now I'm lost in the grind. I'm a washed up drummer for trapped, feeling beat. I fucking hate Ian, he's the reason for this pain. It cuts so deep. In the dark nights when I close my eyes, I see their laughter under moonlit skies. All the memories haunt me like a ghost in my mind. Time won't heal this, I'm forever blind. I fucking hate Ian, he took what's mine. Stole my wife, now I'm lost in the grind. I'm a washed up drummer for trapped, feeling beat. I fucking hate Ian, he's the reason for this pain. It cuts so deep. It cuts so deep.
Damn.
I fucking hate Ian, can't let it go. Trapped in this anger, it just won't slow. I fucking hate Ian, I'll scream his name.
Outstanding.
In the ashes of love, I'm left with my shame.
Wow. That is incredible, dude. For real, man.
New favorite song.
I
Definitely.
figured
It's
you
about
would
me.
love that. Well, what was funny is I sent it and it didn't go through because I sent it over in our group chat and it says I fucking hate Ian. He's like question mark, like what? I go, you didn't get it?
whoops.
He's like no. And then I resent it again.
Yeah.
But Ian won't listen to the whole thing or anything. He likes the element of surprise. Mike he'll listen to it a little bit.
Oh, I
All right,
usually
that's great.
I usually listen to the whole song because honestly they're always good. Like I don't know, but that was fucking
And I don't doubt that
awesome.
they're not, and that's why I only listen to. I usually
True.
get to the first chorus, and I'm like, all right, solid banger. I want to hear the rest.
It is a
But,
banger.
Yeah, that one especially. That was awesome. I couldn't help it. Like let's send that shit to Trap. And see if they
He's
wanna play.
welcome. He's welcome to email us. I will give him the MP3. He can have that and enjoy that.
More than welcome.
Matter of fact,
Together
you don't have to.
forever,
He
yeah.
doesn't have to pay for that one. That one's on the house.
We'll go ahead and
Yeah.
give that to him. I got to tell you, it sounded like Buck Cherry. It was almost more like Buck Cherry and Trap fucked and had a baby,
Kind of.
and that was the song.
Buck Trapped.
Buck Trapped, man, that is so good. That's the name of the band, Buck Trapped.
Don't do that to Buck Cherry.
No, I do like Buck Cherry though. I do like. They got a couple of good songs.
They have way more than Trapped.
For sure they do. Maybe that was great, dude. Good job, Strokes. That's another Strokeified song. We'll get that up on the Patreon for everybody to download and play and share and send to Trapped and send to that drummer.
Send
whoever
it to
keeps
everybody.
Send it to everybody.
I'm gonna play that with the windows down, just driving down the coast, just rocking out to that shit.
There was another person who messaged me who apparently knows this guy and was like, he's such a nice guy. What is going on? Why he's so funny? Why do you guys do this? I'm like, here's what happened. He needs to be on meds probably, or maybe he needs to quit drinking. But whatever he's got going on, I don't even know if he drinks. So allegedly, it seems he seems drunk. But you tell your guy to stop. We'll stop when he stops. How about that? He's the one who started it.
Because we didn't even bring this up out of nowhere. We were just doing our show.
We like to fight with radio people.
Yeah, that's who we like.
We were just doing our show, and then one day we get screenshots that he's talking shit, and we're like, "Oh right, you're still here."
I was like, "Who is this guy?"
Yeah, he ain't nobody.
And then I think I'm blocked. I was like, I can't find his page.
I'm blocked. I can't see. I can't find. That's why
I guess I
keep
got
getting-
blocked 7 years ago.
Yeah, fuck him. Who cares? But what if he shows up at our event? I do like that people are saying that they'll be our security at the event at the boardwalk.
That's the wrong place to be starting shit with us.
We got a lot of enemies.
We do have a lot
we
of
also
enemies.
have a lot of people that want to be our security and whoop motherfucker's ass.
I want to be real clear to it because our haters listen just as much as our lovers do, as our fans
do. No, you got it right. Hello, lovers.
Hello, haters.
If you show up at the event and like wanting to start stuff with us, that's really a bad idea. I don't recommend it, and not like we're gonna jump out and kick your ass or anything. Somebody might, but I'm just saying there's gonna be security there. It's just not a good idea.
You get on stage and I think you're about to hit us or destroy stuff. I swing first. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna defend myself. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
But we might not have to because there are people who we'll get into comments in voicemails right now. There are some there's some comments about people who want to be our security guards and a few other things, but I think we should do this.
Not that damn show. Don't you want to leave us a message on that damn voicemail? Yes. I can tell you how to leave us a message on that damn voicemail. Call 916-312 DAMN. Damn. 916-312 DAMN. Damn.
You can leave us a voicemail anytime, but a comment on any show or even on Spotify. You can leave a review on Apple. We usually will read them and read them up on the air or read them up on the show. So there's mentioning, people wanting to be our security guards. This guy Cameron messaged not only Stroke, but Stroke is the one who sent this over to me, but he also did message me too. And he said, I would like to volunteer to be your guy's security. LOL. He says, I'll learn to make balloon animals to keep Kyle busy, which is hilarious. Kyle from that other radio show that's in awesome. Reno. That's hilarious to me. He says, I'll make good food for
the maggot home.
I'll make good food for Dawn, which is also hilarious. I know plenty of whores for Brandon's wife, whatever. I guess because Brandon likes to pass his, I don't know. And then he'll keep him busy. I'll get some fun time shirts to distract Rob, so Rob can clean himself up.
Well, I was going to say there's a bar there that'll keep Rob busy.
That's true.
Oh no, that and he jizzes on shirts.
So we'll get the fun time shirts while Rob's getting drunk and jizzing in his shirts. And then he said, and I'll fuck up the washed up trapped drummer. No payment, free of service. So this guy's going to take care of everybody for us. So we appreciate you,
This
Cameron.
guy's a badass.
This Cameron, you are number one fan. I appreciate that. More comments. Some of these are from Patreon. Some of them are from Spotify. Kayleedy says, well played, Ian, fucking Rockstar's wives.
Rockstar?
I would
not clarify as a rockstar.
That's a little bit of a stretch, Rockstar.
Yeah. Calling him a rock star, I should be able to deduct that as charity on my taxes.
More of a rock star than we are.
Traveling
drummer for Trapped, yeah. Are you a rock star when you're just a hired gun?
I played Guitar Hero and they called me rock stars, and I feel like that is more credible than being the traveling drummer for Trapped.
I will say that between the three of us, or maybe even separately, we've all been on stage in front of bigger audiences and made it than this drummer ever has.
Fuck yeah. Unless they have a huge following in like Indonesia or something that I don't know about.
I don't think so. Rodster says, who's going home with you tonight is the only good Trapped song. But yeah, fuck Trapped. Sorry. So there's a lot of people hating on Trapped last week. Stephanie, Stroke, this is directed at you. I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you remember last week. Ian was like, if he keeps saying that word, that if I can't say goddamn, then he can't say retard or whatever.
And I used it in the proper term. I did not use it out of context.
I'm not saying you did or didn't, but I will say Stephanie here says the correct word used in education is intellectually delayed, not retarded.
I've never heard that one before.
Me either, but.
Okay, well, that's just because they're trying to make everybody sensitive to words.
And this is a Patreon subscriber too, Stephanie. So she's not mad about it. I think she was just trying to help you out. No big deal. Cameron Alves, he quoted you guys. He says, Ian says, I want the gun that shoots. Also, Ian, shot collar on my neck, questioning life. Ian, if the show gets that gun, he's talking about the gun that we had last week on the list, on the breakdown.
Yeah. The one that shot like fireballs or something?
Yeah, it will 100% be used on you. I was like, all right, yeah, you're right. If we had that gun, if we took it to the fucking event, who's the one person we're going to shoot?
I don't think so. I don't do that anymore. I'm not the stunt guy because I don't have to be.
That's true. You don't have to be. We might just do it anyway.
And then I'm going to start swinging at people.
That's fine.
We could just walk up behind him with a stun gun, just let him fall to the floor. We're like, damn, Ian, look.
Get a little zit. We could just, all of us should just shock each other. It'd be kind of fun. Maybe we should all wear the shot collar for a minute. Just kidding.
That's all I want is equality.
Just to remind you guys that once we get to those 500 subscribers on our Patreon, we will start doing 2 shows a week. And Sydney Van Winkle asks, how many subscribers are we at? Well, I'm not telling you. But what you can do is, if you're real savvy enough, you could probably figure it out. But we still got a little bit of a ways to go. So, and again, keep listening, because I got a pretty good deal here that might get you guys to jump on that train. But we'll talk about that shortly. Again, if we get that 500 number, we're going to start doing 2 shows a week. A couple more comments here, and then we'll wrap this up. Jenny says, every year I do security for a haunted castle that she's involved in. She says that she can also be our security guard at the Damn Night Out, August 30th at the boardwalk.
Wait, you do security for a haunted castle? Okay, cool. Right on.
Yeah,
no
it's
follow-up
like a legit real castle. I asked her where it was. This was on Patreon. So if you're a Patreon subscriber, you can go on over there and check out that thread. But I'm wondering if maybe there's something we could do there with this castle. This is like a legit real castle. Like, not just some haunted house that gets put together. Like, they do events and shit, like all kinds of cool stuff. So that could be kind of fun. And last comment, and then we'll play a couple of voicemails. Austin says, the #1 banned toy is exactly the name my wife says when I whip it out. Do you guys remember what the name of that toy was?
No, I don't.
No, I don't.
Austin's magic pistol.
Oh, God.
It's fucking stupid.
Get the fuck out of
It's
here.
funny.
It's pretty fucking funny.
Sometimes stupid is funny.
I love stupid,
agree.
man. That's pretty funny. Good. He deserves it. He just put a little LOL. Good job, Austin. That was funny. And that I think also came from maybe that came from Patreon. But you can leave comments on Patreon and on Spotify. And reviews over on Apple. I got 2 voicemails I want to play, and I gotta tell you guys, unfortunately, one of them is really fucking long. And if you want me to stop it in the middle, I will. But
is it bad?
Yeah, like
I didn't listen.
You would have made a decision if it's that bad, or you either would have done it to annoy us, like you did with those porn stars.
Yeah, that was pretty funny, by the way.
Showed us the ugliest versions.
I'm gonna. That's what I did. I searched for the worst pictures of them. But to be honest, I didn't listen to the whole thing, so I don't really know what he says. I just had a lot of
Great.
Here we go. I don't know if this is the first one or we'll find out.
Hey guys, just wanted to leave a quick message. Yes.
Yeah, this is the guy. He says quick message.
Hey guys, just wanted to leave a quick message. Yes, I am the guy that was leaving a message about Keisha to answer Ian's question. No, she didn't pay me. Who the fuck would pay someone to give a recommendation for a job that doesn't pay yet? Dude always says the stupidest shit. But I do like the idea of her as an admin. She is definitely meme queen. I was kind of surprised to hear Carlota on there, though, so now I'm going to shift gears a little bit. She's dope. I mean, she reminds me of this girl back in the day in Colorado, like my roll dog, like slick back hair, shaved.
All right, I've had enough. I'm sorry. I'm going to end it myself. That was in nothing against Carlota. Carlota is fantastic, and I think he just goes on about how great Carlota is. And he's talking about, for those of you that don't know, Carlota used to work at the radio station we used to work at. She's in Las Vegas now. She applied to be the co-host on the show, and if you've already been listening to the show, then you know where we're at with that. But yeah, sure. So that's that guy. Anyway. Okay. It's like almost a 2-minute long message. I can't play the whole fucking thing. I'm just
I got shit to do.
But he does bring up a good point. He mentioned Keisha. He was the one that called and said, whatever, we should hire Keisha. She's great. I want to say she would be a great admin for our page. Oh, yeah. I think
she needs to admin herself. She's so filthy, but I like it.
She posts some of the craziest shit, man. Sometimes I'm like, oh my God. Like, even me, I'm scrolling through like, holy fuck.
It's like, okay, it's wide open.
I mean, the bar's pretty high, or the bar's pretty low, I guess, if she's the admin. But, maybe we might make her, because I really do want to have somebody clean up that page. And if she's willing to do it, I'll reach out to you this week and see if we can make that happen. And I do have one more voicemail, and then that's it.
Hello, gentlemen. Question. If I forced one banana to watch me peel another banana, would it be aroused at the unexpected banana nudity, or horrified as the flesh was ripped off one of its own kind? Both?
I think you might need therapy, buddy.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's a weird question.
I
don't even know what to say.
I don't seek help.
If put myself in the shoes of a banana. If I was a banana and I watched somebody else peel a banana, I would be fucking horrified probably by the skin of my fellow banana being peeled off. so that somebody can eat their
They've
insides.
never spoken.
It reminds me of that. What was it? Sausage Party.
Oh God,
yeah.
Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That reminds
Sausage
me
Party.
of something that would have been in that.
So
a little douche running around, a little douche.
That movie was so fucking stupid.
You get high,
So
that movie's
stupid.
great.
So-
But you got to get stoned.
you have
can
to
really
be.
enjoy
Yeah,
it.
I mean that's the only. And I don't even know if I enjoyed it stoned. It's just so dumb that it was funny. That I don't know. Anyway, guy, that's what I think about your banana question. I think I would be totally disturbed. Let's move on from that. Get into this.
Florida man, loose and wild, breaking all the headlines, crocodile style. From the keys to the panhandle, he don't quit. Living life loud with a wild misfit. Florida man, living on the edge. Every day's loco, he's got a legend in the making. Say it if you can. There ain't no one crazier than Florida man.
Florida Man, as always, brought to you by JLS Outdoor Landscaping and Yard Construction. These dudes will come and like basically rebuild your entire yard. Like I should have them come. If I showed you guys what my backyard looked like, you'd probably be embarrassed for me. It's all dirt at this point. It used to be grass, but it's all dirt, ruined from the animals and the trampoline that we had back there for a few years. I might actually reach out to these guys and see if they can come and help me get this shit looking good because, fuck, I don't want to hang out in my backyard anymore. It sucks.
I'm a little disappointed. That used to be a nice backyard.
It was so nice,
so
but
cool.
but when the pandemic happened, we put that trampoline in there, and it just killed all the grass, and then the dogs killed the only little portion of grass that I had left, and now it's just fucking dirt.
And also, there's that part of grass that's pissed on and ruined forever.
I honestly think maybe that might be what killed all my grass. Is
Probably.
And somebody almost died in your backyard. That girl I brought that was going to jump off the balcony into the trampoline.
That's right.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
That would have been awesome. That's too bad she didn't die.
Jesus.
Anyway, what do we got for Florida Man this week, Stroke?
Okay, first story in Pensacola, not too far from me. People go into Walmart all the time. They just like think they can just eat things they can't. We've talked about like rotisserie chicken. Like people will eat it like
as they walk around and shop.
And then they just leave the box just somewhere hidden.
Yep.
Okay, who's guilty of this? And I can say honestly, I don't think I am ever. But when you go to the produce section, does anybody ever eat like the blueberries or grapes or anything like that?
It's like a little grape here and there. Why not, man? Do a little grape drive by. Look, I grab a grape as I'm walking by. You gotta test them, dude. Sometimes you never know. I'll do a blueberry too. Whatever's out. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
I'll grab an apple. Start eating an apple.
I don't think I ever have done that. I just feel like they gotta wash them first. But you're a nasty man.
Well, most of the time they do. They do wash them. Like the grocery store I go to, it fucking rains on them.
Yeah, but I still don't trust them.
I don't know. Rain. You think when's the last time they?
Man, what are you afraid of? I've never eat a little unwashed grape. It's good for your fucking immune system.
I've ate worse.
Exactly.
Recently. What was her name?
A 44-year-old in Pensacola, a man. He turned into this headline material. He was caught red-handed munching on under $3 a container of blueberries, which that's kind of cheap. I thought they weigh more than that.
Yeah.
And he didn't pay for it at self-checkout. That's when deputies spotted him and they searched him. Now think about this. For like less than $3, he's eating blueberries. And then they're like searching this guy, and then they find 11 grams of fentanyl on the guy, along with meth, marijuana, and they say an impressive stash of drug paraphernalia.
Impressive, yeah.
What exactly is an impressive stash of drugs? Wow, this guy's got some good shit. Look at that.
Yeah, it's not, wow, you're a scumbag. It's like, wow, this is actually impressive. I did like Ron Burgundy. I'm not even mad. That's amazing.
Best looking crack pipe I've ever seen. Look at that.
So
kudos to you, sir.
That 287 container of blueberries has now got him a bond of $500,000.
Jesus, bro.
That's an impressive find.
Listen, here's the thing. Like, I never understand why criminals, like, if you got all these drugs and shit on you, why would you go and steal the blueberries? Like, why would you take that fucking chance? Is what I'm saying. That seems so dumb.
I don't know. Question. A 46-year-old Florida woman found herself in trouble after losing it on a young boy who wouldn't stop mocking her. Now, this was on a plane. Okay. This was on a plane, Allegiant airline flight. I've never been on this type of
I haven't either
before. Allegiant. Witnesses say the kid, and we don't know the age, repeatedly called her fat and Miss Piggy.
Oh my God!
Even insisting she couldn't
shut up.
Greatness.
Even insisted that she couldn't fit in the seat.
You fat
Well,
bitch.
she got so mad she slugged him.
You can't even fit in the seat.
Holy crap.
Say Miss Piggy. Fat Miss Piggy.
Fat fucking Miss Piggy. You can't fit in the seat. Get out of here. Oh man, I gotta turn it off.
No, you don't.
Shit.
Okay, Mikey, you keep the sound of the little kid because I'll tell you what happened next.
All right.
So this woman, she got mad and she allegedly slugged him, hit him over the head with a water
damn.
bottle.
You bitch, you hit me. What the fuck?
Slammed his head against the plane's window.
I can't deal with this.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. See, why'd you do this? It's a kid. I'm a kid, lady. Why would you do that? It's because you're fat. It's not my problem. I'm on a fucking diet. Oh my god. I'm fucking dying.
God, I hate you.
Oh my god, so funny. Holy shit. I'm crying right now.
She's been charged with child abuse. Where's the parents? And it's his young kid. I don't know if that means he's 16 because that's a kid, or if that means he's 8. I don't know.
I want him to be a little
Piggy,
kid.
Fat. You can't fit in that seat. The kid wanted the whole seat to himself.
Fat bitch.
Oh,
I can't,
man,
okay,
that's
I
so
can't deal
funny.
with this
God, I
anymore.
want one of those. I need one of those.
It's this board,
Oh,
man.
man.
Fuck. All right.
All right. Well,
Composure.
a lot of Dammit sent me this story over the week. A 42-year-old guy in Polk County he's been out for less than 2 weeks. So he's been in the slammer behind bars. And this morning he started at a gas station acting a little off, asking for help calling his son. Hours later, he was spotted swimming in a lake where an alligator decided to chomp on his arm.
Oh my
But
god.
instead of calling it a day, he emerged from the water holding garden shears. Where'd he get those? Did he go in with them? Out
That's a
with them?
good
I don't
question,
know.
actually.
Deputies
I have no idea.
arrived, tried to talk the guy down. They even used a taser twice, and then he charged at them, but it didn't stop there. He managed to climb into a patrol car and went for a gun. That's when deputies had no choice but to open fire. The man did not survive, so he's been bit by an alligator, tried to take a cop's gun, jumped in the patrol car, and they had to shoot him.
Tased twice.
Yeah.
How big big was this guy?
Oh, I don't know.
Holy shit, man.
Let's find out.
That's a wild story right there.
Yes, it is. My
Drugs.
God.
And then
Yeah,
I want to
find
know,
out.
like, he's still hanging on to the shears. Like, I know it got my arm, but I got the shears.
He looks like an average sized dude, but
Drugs, it'll make you do those things.
That's true.
Yeah.
You got that meth strength.
Like old man strength, only meth strength.
All right, some
Imagine
guy
putting
I
those two
won't say
together.
I will not try to even pronounce his name. Started bad. What started bad turned into pure chaos after he crashed his car in a parking lot in a motel. Officers found him heavily intoxicated, leaning on his car door for balance, with an open Corona, still sweating in the console. Is how it's worded. So it was still cold.
It was cold.
When officers asked for his ID, he decided that he would try to offer a $20 bribe. And that
That's all
wasn't a
you
good
got?
idea.
Come on.
Things
man.
quickly escalated. He resisted arrest, grabbed an officer's vest, and even slapped another's wrist. It took a taser to finally subdue him. During booking, a wild behavior continued as he threatened to shoot a cop in the face. Needless to say, they say he smelled of sweat, alcohol, and urine.
Oh, Jesus. Like a homeless
Quite a
man,
combination.
basically. You smell homeless.
Don't you guys hate when you're just driving around, mind your business, some teenagers throw slices of cheese at your car?
Yeah. It fucking drives me insane. I hate when I wish they would stop doing that. That's so
Dr.
random.
Bruce Mitchell decided he didn't like it either.
Well, good.
He was a physician. He completely lost it when a group of teens threw cheese on his Range Rover while he was at a
hell no.
light. Instead of brushing off the weird prank, it got heated. He allegedly chased the teens at a high-speed car pursuit, weaving through traffic and waving a gun out his window. He even fired a shot into the air, scaring the teens half to death. The driver thinking his life was on the line, floored it while one passenger called 911. Cops did catch up with the guy. He tried to say he didn't shoot, but they found the casing, the gun, everything seemed to match up, including witnesses saying the doctor went nuts over cheese.
Those Range Rover folks, man.
You can buy a whole big old thing of Kraft cheese and just sling it out the window.
That seems like a lot of waste of cheese, man. I like cheese. Why would you do that? Although American cheese is terrible.
It is.
Can
we stop putting that on fucking Philly cheesesteaks? It's an insult.
Can we literally stop putting it on anything? Because it's not really good on pretty much anything. I don't know why that's the cheese of choice.
Because it's American and this is America. When in reality, there's like 6 cheeses that are better than that.
It's not even real cheese. It's like,
it's like 40% plastic.
Pepper Jack.
Yeah, it's like
Swiss.
one chemical away from being just the plastic that is wrapped in a cellophane wrapper.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's your recap of the week of Florida.
I appreciate that, man. I do love hearing the Florida story. Sometimes when I'm like going through like prep and looking at things for either for this show or the Mikey podcast or just even things to post, I'm like, man, there's always something from fucking Florida. I'm like, I'm not going to share this. I'm not going to do anything with this because this could end up in the Florida Man segment of Not That Damn Show. So I'll just let Stroke. Maybe I should start just sending you some of the stuff, the ones that I find too, so it's make it a little bit easier. Yeah. And you can just pick it whatever.
And lately, I told you last week and the week before, Ohio's been really in the news. So I think of you, I'm going, man, Ohio's a number 2 so far this year.
I wonder, I'm curious too what you guys think. And we maybe brought this up before, but what if it was just, it didn't matter if it was Florida or not. It's still just that wherever that story happened, Georgia, Arkansas, it doesn't matter. You're still Florida man because you're acting Florida man.
That's true. A lot of people come down here and
you're acting real Florida right now.
Yeah, that's very Florida, okay?
There's a Florida man in every
Florida.
state.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
True.
As my daughter would say, it's giving Florida or whatever the fuck kids are saying.
Giving off Florida vibes right now. And I need you to step back.
But I do love that segment. It's one of my favorites. But we have a new segment that we started last week, and it was a lot of fun. Or it was the week before. I don't know when the fuck we started. The week before. Oh, yeah, because we started with the porn stars.
We did the breakdown them forever.
And that showed the worst possible pictures of the porn stars. Then we did the most banned toys in America. And this week we have Ian, what is this list that we're going to break down?
This is according to ranker.com. This is the best rock songs to sing at karaoke. And I'm here to tell you, please don't.
Well, I mean, I'm going to imagine that a lot of these songs on this list, and I have no idea what's on this list because I have not seen it. No clue. I would imagine a lot of these songs are just like overplayed radio tunes.
Not only that, but I've seen a lot of you try. Stop trying.
That's
because
true too.
a lot of these are a lot of actually all of them. All of them are classic rock. And a lot of 80s and 70s metal or rock and roll bands, their voices are very distinctive.
How are they all classic rock? There's some top
because
regular rock songs.
I guess I get Kryptonite a lot, but there's just not a lot of people singing like Theory of a Dead Man or Disturbed or anything like that. Like people go back to the 80s when they do rock. So number 14 is I'd Do Anything for Love, But I Won't Do That by Meatloaf. That song is long, man.
That's what I was going to say. First of all, it's a very long song. And by the time you get to the end of that song, everybody in that bar has checked out. They're done listening to you.
Absolutely.
Nobody cares anymore. It was probably fun for a second, nostalgia, whatever, novelty. And then after that, it's over.
Unless it's hip hop and the people are dancing, 90% of the songs that people are like, oh, fuck yeah. Halfway through, they're like, so anyway, what were we talking about? No, definitely. They people always check out, but this one especially, dude.
Meatloaf sucks.
What wouldn't he do?
Anal.
I mean, that's
the only thing I can think of is do anything for love, but he won't do that. Yeah. Is it that he won't take it in the butt or won't put it in the butt?
Won't get pegged.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I get it. I'll do it.
Interpret it however you feel.
I'm not going to do that either.
I feel like it's open to interpretation. Number 13 is Simple Man by Leonard Skinner.
It's a powerful song, but a long kind of...
Another long one, yeah.
Great song, right? I mean, that's a wonderful song, but man, it's long and slow. Let's just be real.
There was a chick on Friday who tried to do this song, and I recorded like 10, 13 seconds of it, and I sent it to a friend of mine. I'm like, this bitch is ruining this song for me. It was awful.
I would love to hear that.
I have it still on my phone. It was so awful. And then I told the bartender, I'm like, "Did you hear that shit?" I'm like, "Dude, she's been a cunt this all night. Like, don't let her sing again," because she was being very rude. I'm like,
if someone's a cunt,
off.
man, cut them off if they're a cunt. They're done. You can't sing, you can't do shit. You're done.
Well, she was just being mean to the bartender. I'm like, all right, and you can't sing, get the fuck out.
It's the cunt cutoff. You be a cunt, you're done.
Oh, I love that. Number 12, Barracuda by Heart.
Oh yeah, by Heart.
Great song. I don't hear that one very often, surprisingly.
I don't like it.
Number 11, You Gotta Fight for Your Right. That one would
Beastie
get the
Boys.
crowd going.
I could see that one.
Yeah,
being
for
done
sure.
A lot.
Yeah.
It actually isn't. I've in the year and a half I've been doing karaoke consistently, I've maybe heard it twice. But it's a good song. I'm not really gonna nitpick that one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say.
You think it's people overthinking it, or I guess you have a book there, don't you? So people would see it.
I don't have a book
you have a
because
book?
no,
Oh, you don't?
we used to, but having only one, it'll disappear into the crowd. People spill shit on it, and it's just not worth having.
yeah.
It's a hassle. But I think the problem that I have with it is most people that do this song, it's usually like 12:30. People are drunk as shit and they don't know what they're doing, so they only know the chorus.
And they're just drunk and they're yelling in the microphone at that point. And
Exactly. And that's another thing. Stop yelling into the mic. You don't need to do that.
Never.
Number 10, Welcome to the Jungle. That one is hard for anybody to do because of Axl Rose's unique voice.
Yeah,
and
you can't sing it. Just so you know, you can't. Everybody knows you can't sing it. Doesn't matter if you're a good singer. It's not working out.
Yeah, I'm going to put this out there to everyone. Even if you think you can't, you can't.
You can't.
I can't even do it. And I've heard that song a trillion times doing what I do for a living.
I'm pretty sure we had you do, or you did a cover of it, or you did shot collar karaoke of that song, and
maybe
you were terrible at it. And I'm pretty sure you got shocked a lot when we did that a long time ago.
Number 9, Every Rose Has Its Thorn. That song is slow. Don't bring the mood down.
So many slow songs. This is my advice for karaoke singers. Stop singing slow songs. Like, I know you think you're up there and this is your moment. Like, this is gonna fuck. There's a record label guy sitting out there and he's gonna pick you and change your life. First of all, that's not gonna happen. But these slow songs ruin the vibe in the bar.
Yeah,
it really does.
I typically have a rule against that. No slow songs after 10:30.
Yeah, that's good. That's a great rule.
And they like, you can't enforce that. I'm like, well, go talk to the bartenders because they agree with me and they make the rules.
You should be like, I'm the DJ. I can enforce whatever the fuck I want to.
Exactly.
Like me. I don't play November Rain even if it's scheduled.
Hell no.
On the air, I'm like, get dropped. Like we didn't tackle that too long.
Unless I gotta take a shit.
Yeah, that's it. But we would always drop that song. We never played November Rain.
Number 8, Free Fallin' by Tom Petty.
It's a good song. I can't say anything about it. I like it.
It is, but it's not slow, but it can be a mood breaker if you're vibing all night to certain things, and then somebody's like, all right, and I'm free.
Yeah, it's a good song though.
I have no complaints about this next one. White Wedding.
Oh fuck! Sing that all day.
Say
man. That's
be my
good.
guest, or
that's a fun
or
song.
Rebel Yell. If you sing Rebel Yell or White Wedding, be my guest.
Pretty much most Billy Idol tunes are going to be a lot of fun, and people are going to get pretty pumped up about it.
So, solid choice. Number 6, Old Time Rock and Roll. Dun, 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 dun. Yep,
it's a fun song. I like that song.
Is that song done a lot?
Not as often in my bar, but I do hear it every once in a while. And it's usually a crowd pleaser because as soon as they hear the dun 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 dun, dun they're like, okay, all right, let's see what happens. Yeah, You Shook Me All Night Long. Number 5. The only reason I say don't do it is because, again, Bon Scott and Brian Johnson, they have very distinct voices.
And you can't pretend to be that. In most of the time, people do try to do that voice, and they again just go back to yelling in the microphone. And it just doesn't sound good. You're hurting people's ears. You're ruining the microphone. It's trash.
Number 4, Don't Stop Believing.
Don't stop singing. Please stop singing that song. Please stop believing.
Yeah, the only reason that I say don't do it is because I've heard it enough. If I never hear this song for the rest of my life, I probably wouldn't notice. And B, I'd be like, oh, it's been 20 years since I've heard that song. My life's been great.
Please stop believing you can sing that song. Nobody wants to hear it.
There are very few people I've seen that can do it and do it very well. And I'm like, okay, nice. I still didn't want to hear it,
Yeah, that's Steve Perry, right? He's hard. That's not somebody you can sing like. That's hard to hit. That guy's got fucking hits the notes.
80%, I'd say 80% of the people that sing that, they're in groups. And when you're in a group, usually they're not singing, they're shouting. Because in a group of 4 females or more, they're just shouting. And it's fucking annoying, and it's always that.
Always just drunk.
Number 3, I have 0 complaints about. Sing it all you want. I love rock and roll. Be my guest.
Don't have a problem with that. It's short, it's fun, it's easy. Everybody likes it.
Number 2 is conflicting because Hotel California. While not my favorite song of all time, there's just something about maybe I've heard it too long and it's slow, but then it's not, and it's
kind of long.
It is long.
That's the only thing. I think it's just kind of long. I love that song. It's a fantastic song, and I will usually listen to it anytime it's on. But in karaoke, it's long.
And number 1, you can't do this no matter how much you think you can, because there's this one part of the song that everybody fails, and they fail hard, and that's "Living on a Prayer." And you know what part I'm talking about. Whoa! Yeah,
nobody.
You can't do it. Nobody can.
You're not Bon Jovi.
And I've seen a million people try it. Now, if you want to sing "Wanted Dead or Alive,"
good song.
Go with God. I mean, I don't care. I love that song, and I know I've seen a million people just fucking nail it. But "Living on a Prayer," it's not going to happen for you.
No, don't do that.
I'd tell everybody came in going, "No, you're doing Blur song too." May 58.
That's what you should do, man. When somebody
wish.
picks a song that you hate or is too long, you just change it and say, "No, you're not singing that. Now you're singing this," and just pick the really short songs.
It's amazing how many people are like, "Just put me in for whatever. I know a lot of songs." That's what I should do. It's like, all right, Blur song 2.
Oh. Blur song 2. Easy enough.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever heard that at karaoke. I mean, maybe I have. I just don't remember.
Well,
or people.
You were never the DJ, though. People tell me that all the time. Like, just put me in for whatever. Like,
Blur
you better be very careful.
I meant people requesting Blur song 2. I've never heard. I don't think I've ever heard that at karaoke.
In my entire life, I don't think anybody has. But last night, someone I've been doing this on and off for about 13 years. Someone finally sang "Photograph" by Nickelback.
Oh.
Never heard anyone do that before. I've heard Rockstar a million times.
I like
and
Rockstar.
Some other stuff, but I've never heard anyone try "Photograph." It was terrible.
I'm sure it was. Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. All right, sorry. Let's move on. So we put this thing up. I think I want to say my wife gave me this idea. I'm pretty sure this was.
I think it was her.
But it was, because it came up. She put it up on Facebook in the group. Again, that's why you should be a part of the group and following us on social media, because we do a lot of stuff there. So this is fun. This is a confessional. We're going to that damn confessional. It's the first time we're doing it. You see how it goes. I didn't get any confessional music this time to play underneath, but if it goes well and we like it and we continue to do it, and you weirdos continue to send us confessions, then we will continue to say, well, we'll produce it up a little bit. But I got to tell you, man, fuck, you people are crazy. And I haven't even read all of these, but some of these, there's a lot in here. And some of these that I read are really, really good. And just to be clear, damn it, these are 100% anonymous. We have no way of knowing who is sending us. So when you click that link, it does not say send us your name. It sends us nothing. I can't even figure it out. Even if it tells you that if you want to pay to get a hint, you could, but you still, I'm not going to pay for it. I mean, I don't care. It doesn't matter. We want it to be anonymous. So this is that damn confessional. Where you guys
we get extra points if we can guess who it was.
Yes, if you guys can guess who it is, but I won't know. We won't.
I was about to say, yeah, that's a good point. We'll never know. But I'm just gonna stick with my assumption and be like, yeah, that was you, and I'm gonna die on this hill.
All right, so we'll start off with this very first one right here. It says, I decided to have a drink with my old neighbor lady, and after a few drinks and smoking a few joints with her, she admitted to killing her mom by hitting her over the head with a frying pan. The cops thought she fell down some steps. I didn't tell the cops.
Well, yeah, you don't want her to kill you.
I'm just saying, if that was to get back, wouldn't you be considered, wouldn't you get in trouble for something like that legally?
I mean,
for holding evidence or something? I don't know.
Well,
I don't know how that works.
I don't think you're obligated to report a crime.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not everyone's job to be Batman. But no, that's literally what my lawyer always says.
It's true.
I mean,
that's
maybe. True. I mean, you're not exactly a co-conspirator or
That's kind of what I was wondering. Like, would you
there.
be? Yeah. Well, that's
there's been court cases where people have watched people and didn't do anything about it, and even a woman get attacked one time. A famous story. I can't remember the story. It was like in the 50s, and nobody reacted, and they tried to bring it to court, and
really
legally they couldn't do anything about it. No one is responsible for stopping a crime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it may be stopping now. That may reporting. I don't think you are. Obligated.
I don't think you're obligated either, because you're not obligated to tell on somebody. So that makes sense. Well, that was a tough one. So that's a good way to start it off. And this next one's even better. It says, when my boss is on vacation, I have the office to myself. So I'll bring my vibrator to work and use it at my desk.
That a girl?
Oh.
Wow. How do you even know it's a girl? Are you just assuming?
Yes, I am. Yes, I did assume your gender.
But it could be a guy. I'm going to assume with you as a girl, but...
I guess it could be.
Could be. It could be a guy.
It also could not be. I don't care.
I don't want it to be, but I'm with you on that. Like, good job. You know, keep that shit up. You deserve a round of applause, because that is pretty amazing.
We all need some stress release during the day. And, if some of us can't, take an hour lunch, go home, pop off a piece of your dick or whatever. It's like sometimes you gotta take matters into your own hands.
Pop off a piece of my dick.
Yeah, it's been like an hour and a half, and we haven't played that once.
With my dick.
I'm gonna play all of them at the same time. My thing is, like, why? Why do you bring it with you to work? Like, do you have a kink? Is that what it is? It's like this little thing where you want to get off at work.
Or maybe she has a very stressful job. All right, you gotta get the demons out.
Maybe she's coming in the boss's chair and then leaving.
Yeah, it's kind of like whenever Mikey would not be there and we would just fuck with his desk, but worse.
Yeah, way different though.
Yeah, totally worse.
It's way worse.
Jack off on his desk.
Please don't. Please don't.
With my dick.
Please don't do that. That's terrible.
We would never do that.
This one says, I fucked my girlfriend's best friend once before we got together. Her best friend is the one that set us up. She wants to tell her, and I don't see the point. I don't think you should.
Why would you invite that evil into your relationship? No one needs to know that.
No.
Keep that to that should not be talked about.
Yeah. I mean, appreciate the confession. Thank you. But never bring that up. Never, ever bring that up.
Yeah. I've literally been in a relationship that fucking was horrible because she wanted to know in advance if I'd fucked anybody that we were going to be hanging out with. And I'm like, hey, I don't know who's all going to be where we're going. So it's New Year's.
Why would she ask that though?
Because she was a
you want to
fucking
ruin
psycho,
the night right
dude.
Off the bat. Jesus Christ.
She comes down here for New Year's. This is back when I was in California, and there's a girl in the bar that I had slept with that I'm still friends with. I haven't talked to her in like 8 years. She comes over and starts talking to us for like 20 minutes. She finds out that we slept together 8 years before that. Flips her shit, damn near flipped a table over. It's like, why didn't you tell me?
Let it go.
What was I supposed to do? Pull you aside, like, hey, that girl, yeah, I fucked her. It's like, I'm not going to ruin our evening.
I know.
Well, you did perfectly well doing it anyway.
You have a past, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you have slept with other people. Oh my God.
Yeah. Big fucking deal.
Insane. This one's pretty disgusting. He says, when I stayed at my boyfriend's and was on my period, I wrapped my used tampons and put them in a bag and tossed them into my purse. His plumbing was old and I didn't want to risk clogging it. Plus he had a dog and I was not about to have his dog dig through the trash and pull one out. It's just used tampons in her purse.
That's quick thinking. I like it.
I don't like it.
What?
I don't like it at all.
What's she supposed to do? Flush him or let the dog find him? I'm like, hey, right on.
I'm just like, what if you forget that it's in your purse and you're like, hey, can you go get that thing out of my purse for me? And then I go in your purse and they say, I'm like my hand. This is why guys don't go in women's purses, because we never know what's going to be in there. Could be a used tampon. I'm good.
Oh yeah,
never thought about it, but now I have.
Tell me you guys are like me. If anyone ever says, "Can you get something out of my purse?" I bring you the whole purse.
Yeah,
you're like, here's your purse. Get it.
I'm so glad you guys are not. That I'm not the only one that does. I'm pretty sure all dudes do this. And my wife said,
smart dudes do that.
I'm good. I don't want to go in your purse. I don't know what's in there.
And I was taught from a very young age not to go in a woman's purse. So I'm just like, here's the whole fucking thing.
Yep.
Yeah, imagine going in there, pulling it out, and it's like on the string. You're like, what is this? They're stringing her.
Start lassoing shit, float around, stick it to the wall. It's so nasty. The hell's wrong with us? This one says, pro tip, spitting hot tea in your girlfriend's cat. They put a cat emoji, and then sucking it out and replacing it with an ice cube is a game changer.
Nope. I know who did this.
Don't knock it until you try it. You do.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
you all know him.
Oh, we all know this person.
I just, the story I know because I've heard the story and I'm like, this sounds so familiar. And then I remember him saying, oh, I sent a message in and I didn't at the time, I didn't realize, because I'd not been on Facebook.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't realize about the anonymous thing that was going on.
Yeah.
This segment.
Interesting. Oh, you'll have to tell us when we're off the air.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll give you a hint.
No. It's supposed to be anonymous. You can tell us off the air.
Yeah. I don't want anybody to, because I don't want to scare anybody away from leaving us messages. So
exactly. I know. I really want to tell you. I get that.
I know.
I will write it down for the end, for after the show.
So this next one says, one of my exes had to go to the doctor because he was complaining of pain. The doctor said that he had blue balls. And she said, I wanted him to wait unless I was there. I wonder if they actually turn blue.
Blue balls are a medical condition, all right?
They don't turn blue, though. My balls have never been blue.
Have you ever had blue balls?
Like, I mean, I've gotten to the point where it's like you've been worked up and you're about to do it, and then she cuts you off and says, no, it's not going to happen, or something happens and you can't do it. You
got to go take care of it.
You have to. You kind of just got to get it out of the way. Like, all right, I got to go do this.
You could sue a bitch for that.
Well, should be able to, at least.
I think you should be able to sue her if she's left you right there at that spot. Like, you should be able to sue her. I'd like to see that. I'd take that case if I was an attorney.
Dude,
I
like,
mean,
there's been times where like you just said, like I was ready. I've been saving myself, and like she says no, and then she has to go. I'm jerking off before she's left the driveway.
Just jerking off, watching her leave.
No, I'm just like, look, we thought this was going to happen, and it's not. I'm taking care of this myself, and I don't care how close you like.
Listen,
second she leaves, pants are off.
You got to do what you got to do.
All I heard was pain and suffering. That's a good injury.
I'm suing you. I am suing you.
Yep, and mental anguish.
Mental anguish for sure. That one.
You're going.
This person says, I pulled my baby teeth out with a toothpick. It says, if I didn't, the dentist said that they were going to pull them all, so I just did it myself. This a little toothpick.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Fucking, that's gross. This one says,
hopefully you got that money, I guess, from the tooth fairy.
I just feel like that would hurt really bad.
Oh, yeah.
I've hooked up with someone's ex-wife. They're in the radio business. I wonder if it's my ex-wife. I wonder if this person's like saying, didn't want to say like I fucked Mikey's ex-wife. That's fine.
Well, it wasn't me because I've never been married. Unless it was. What if it was somebody's ex-wife that wasn't even like? I have an idea of whose ex-wife it might be.
Who do you think?
What's that stupid show on the river?
The Dog and Joe show?
Yeah. What if it was one of theirs?
I was going to say it could be Joe's.
It could be Joe's.
Because Dog's still married, I believe, and I know Joe's ex-wife, and her and I kind of had a thing for like a minute.
I was going to say, like, I'm not saying that you did or didn't, but didn't something almost maybe happen, kind of,
almost,
possibly?
Yeah, kind of, maybe, a little bit, almost. I wonder who it is. It could be Rob, too. This could be someone talking about, what's her name, who was on our show, too.
Well, Janelle.
Janelle, yeah.
I mean, maybe.
Anyway, someone hooked up with
God,
someone's
I hate that
ex-wife.
this is anonymous.
I kind of like it. It's fun.
Well, I have questions.
There's a few more here. I banged my best friend's sister in her room while I told him I had to take a shit. But little did he know I was bending his sister over the room. She's older than me. Good job. Good job.
Well done, sir.
It's a good way to end a friendship, but congratulations.
If he found out about it.
So I got 3 more here. I hate that NTDS is trying to bring on a 4th that isn't Lara. I can't subscribe knowing a random will change the show. Come on.
Okay. You, again? Sir, or madam.
I think I know
really
who this
doing
is.
this again.
I think I know who this is.
I think I read this post in the group.
See, yeah, there was this, actually, this came in, it came in as an anonymous, but somebody had messaged our Instagram page kind of saying the same thing, so I'm thinking that might be who it is.
So let me get this straight. We bring in a 4th, whoever it might be, who gave the best possible audition, the best video, and we had the best show with. You're just done.
Here's the hater because it's not Lara.
Because maybe they think we're great. Maybe they think all three of us are great and like they don't need a buddy. I mean,
that's true. That's true.
That's what it is. Larry's not coming back, so that's not going to change.
And I get that, but I'm just saying that if that's it for you, and you've been listening this entire time, and this kind of change is it for you, I'll
You're
say
not true, damn it. You're not a real damn it. You're not a real damn it.
I don't think they said this was it. I just think
they said they can't subscribe to this.
Oh, well then okay.
Maybe they just mean they won't subscribe to the Patreon.
Oh,
okay. Then you're not a supporter.
Okay.
You're not a fan.
Okay.
But they're in the
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They never experienced any kind of change in life. There's a lot of changes.
Some people just can't roll with change. So,
well, I don't know how they live in life because things change all the time. Jobs, careers,
and to be fair,
relationships.
Just so everybody knows, like we're working really hard to make sure we pick the best person to really complement the show, to take the show to the next level. We're not trying to just half-ass this. We want it to be good. So I think any Dan
trying
who's
to
listening,
evolve.
We're trying to evolve, yeah, for sure. And we want you guys to evolve with us, and we're hoping that you're along for the ride. That's why we do this. We brought the show back for you, so everything that we do really is to continue to entertain and be able to give you guys what we think you need.
Well, not only that, but this is going to help push us in a forward motion, because I do love what we do, but how much can we grow if we're just three guys talking about dicks all day long? Like
Seriously.
how much? Like we're literally trying to be like the next thing in podcasting.
How much attention you guys going to give the guy from Trap? You know he's on the road this.
Seriously,
I don't think he cares that much.
I don't think so either. Just a couple more here. Sold nudes through a true crime podcast. So basically sold it to the fan club for those that wanted them from donations. This person says, I made bank.
For you.
No OnlyFans needed. Congratulations. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl, but hey, whatever works.
Hey,
maybe there's a damn it out there who wants to sell nudes to the other damn it's, and they can make a little money through that damn show. We get 10%. We get 10%. We're like the pimp here.
I mean, if that's the case, message me and I'll work with you to try to get you on the show, because I've been trying to get an OnlyFans girl on the show for like a couple weeks now.
Try to get one, man. It'd be great.
You'd think they'd be camera shy.
You think?
They wouldn't be.
You think they'd want to come on and promote all their shit?
That's what I'm saying.
Like Sydney Sweeney's over here selling her bathwater or some shit like that. Like, get on, if you're hot enough OnlyFans girl, you could probably sell it.
I know. I'd get on here and be like, "Oh, you haven't seen my pussy? Because when you see my pussy, you're gonna be hooked." And I'd promote the hell out of my pussy. Then I'd put my pussy on this microphone. Like I'd make this so filthy if I was a OnlyFans
and
girl.
probably make a ton of money, because a lot of our dammits are disgusting.
Yeah.
No offense, guys. Just kidding. I love you guys.
Hey, takes one to know one.
The very last one just says, "I hate you."
That's fine. I hate you too.
So we hate you too. But obviously you don't hate us that much, because you're in the group. You went to the not gonna lie thing or whatever, the NGL, the anonymous thing, and left a comment. So you're clearly
anyway, thank you,
following
Rob. We appreciate it.
We know that it was Rob.
Smooch is Rob.
We talked about sending Rob tickets to the event. We should just send a 4-pack. If I could get their address to where the station is, let's just send them a 4-pack.
I was going to say, Stroke knows where it is.
Oh, we should send them a 4-pack.
I got exact address.
Nice. Shut the fuck up.
In fact, I was clearing out some, making storage in my phone today, and I found it. I was like, there's the exact address.
That's right, because you went there one time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. Well,
can we get some physical tickets to mail them?
We should.
With a shirt.
Why we mail it? Well, I don't know if he'll get it. I mean, he's still a piece of cardboard.
That's true. He's not even there.
Somebody's got to be checking the mail. I mean, we'll send a XXXXXL shirt for Dawn.
I want to. Somebody's got to pay for this, and the best way for people to help us pay for these things that we want to do is to join the fucking Patreon. Can I tell you guys this deal that we kind of created together? But it was brought up because a couple of things. One, Stroke had asked if there was a way we could give a free month out for our Patreon, and I looked into that. Unfortunately, there are rules that we have to follow with Patreon. It has nothing to do with that damn show. We would definitely offer a free month, but Patreon won't allow us. And then there was the guy who commented in the group, again, this is why you should be part of the group, saying that he didn't like us calling him freeloaders and was kind of crying about it or whatever. And then you start reading some of the comments and you dive in there and there's people like, I can't really afford it. Money's tight. Totally, we all get that. We know that money is tight. We get it 100%. So starting today, actually starting on Sunday, till the end of the month, so this past Sunday all the way through the end of the month, the end of June, for 1 month, you can get your first month at an 83% discount with the code damn it, which means your first month is going to be like $1 and some change because they won't let me do it exactly at $1. Again, a Patreon thing. But if you go to our Patreon, the link is in the description here. You can get the whole show, all the videos, the behind the scenes stuff, the extra content, any of the new stuff that we start working on over the next couple of months, for at least for the first month, for $1. And that way you can sample it, try it out. And then if you feel like you want to keep supporting the show and helping us keep this alive so that we can send Dawn a XXX shirt and Rob some tickets to whatever size, quadruple X, I don't know. Send Rob, some tickets to the show. We'll send a bag of balloons to Kyle, an inflatable doll to Brandon. We'll do all kinds of funny shit with your support. So go join the Patreon. You have to use the code DAMNIT, DAMMIT, damn it. Now, if you already are a Patreon subscriber, this does nothing for you. We already appreciate your support. Please continue to support us and stay a part of the show, because without you guys, we can't grow and can't be there. But we do want to bring in some new damage because we want to get this show to where we're doing 2 shows a week for everybody. And when we get to that level, it's just when we get to that point of 500 subscribers, we can do that because it gives us the ability to create more content, because it frees up some of our time from our other stuff that we have to do, because then we can start taking a little bit of money, a little bit of pay to do this show and pay for some of the things that we need to do the show, like the stream and some of the AI stuff that we use, like we're making the songs and just the services that we have to pay, the website and all this other shit that goes on behind the scenes that is just coming out of our pockets right now. So join the Patreon page for $1. It's really that simple. We'll call it what I said was calling it the fucking the dollar store damn it. You're a dollar store damn it. For $1 you can become a dollar store damn it and join the damn fam.
I feel like that's more offensive than calling him a freeloader.
Guy was so offended by being called a freeloader. Why is that a problem?
I don't know. I really
don't understand. Well, don't be a freeloader then. Become an official DP for $1.
It's really that easy.
It really is that easy. One of my favorite things that we use some of the funds that do come in on this show is to like I said, pay for some of the stuff that we use to help us create whatever the fuck we're creating. And Stroke makes some of the greatest fucking songs. Honestly, all Grammy Award winning potential, country award winning potential. We're trying to put an album together here. We're
now
doing
that's
big
what
things.
I call fucked up volume 1.
That's what I call fucked up volume 1 is probably going to be the name of it, because we just made it up just now. Ian did. Good job. Congratulations.
I was just kidding, but I'm here for it.
I love it. But I sometimes like to dabble in the AI side of things too. And last week we launched a new segment called Digital Dick. And it's not dicks on the screen. It's basically Am I an Asshole? But it's Digital Dick of the Week. And I created a little jingle for it. Would you guys like to hear it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's honestly just a couple of seconds long, but I want to hear your opinion on Digital Dick of the Week jingle, and then we'll get into the digital dicks.
Digital dick, who's the jerk? Who's the prick? Only one can win.
That's it. It's pretty fun. Digital Dick of the Week.
I like it.
I like it too because it's super cheesy, super game show.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. No, it's fine. There we go.
All right.
Who's the jerk?
Who's the prick?
Who's the prick? Only one can win the shame. It's Digital Dick of the Week.
Yes.
Dick.
Sounds like something Owl City would put together.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. Is like that Firefly song.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh fuck, that's hilarious. All right, so got a couple of digital dicks here this week, and you guys are going to tell me which one you think is the bigger dick. Let me go scroll over here so I have my digital dicks here open. All right, first one, straight out of DC, which stands for Drunk and Crazy. We got a 31-year-old woman who went full Grand Theft Auto inside the Hilton Garden Inn. Picture this. All right, it's 5 p.m. on a Saturday. Not even dark out yet. And police are called to the hotel lobby for a disorderly person. The person, fully nude. Not shirtless, not just missing a sandal, whatever.
Not half naked. Just
butt-ass naked.
Please be hot. Please be hot, but you know it's not.
Unfortunately, I don't have a picture. I did search, Ian, if you want to try to find one,
what
you can.
What hotel was it again?
It was at the Hilton Garden Inn in Washington, in D.C. So she's butt-ass naked, sitting at a high-top table, surrounded by, obviously, a confused Hilton staff, like, what the hell's going on here? There's broken glass everywhere, top shelf booze all over the floor, and the woman is just chilling, completely nude, waiting for, basically, like she's waiting for room service. Cops roll up and ask, hey, why are you naked? Her response, Because my Lord and Savior Michael Jackson told me to do this. Yes. Yeah, Michael Jackson, the Thriller guy. Apparently he resurrected himself and told this woman to take her fucking clothes off and throw bottles at hotel staff. I don't know. But it gets better.
He would have told a boy to do that.
Probably not a woman. You're right. I would imagine. But it gets better here. She points at one of the victims and says, I wish I got all of them. And she's talking about white people, all the white people. And she says, I'm racist as fuck. So not only is she drunk and throwing shit, she's also racist. Great. Anyway, on top of all that, when she asked the police to just take her to jail, she was like, I'm going, I'm ready. Please just take me to jail. I want to get out of here. Yes, officer. Take me to a suite at District 1. Charged with simple assault, destruction of property, lewd acts, unlawful entry, disorderly conduct, basically all the things you would need. That is dick number 1. Dick number 2.
It's a she.
Doesn't matter. She's gonna be a dick. I think
we don't have the vag off.
Yeah. Well, maybe if it's gonna be women, I have to call the vag off. Then this is the dick off. All right, this is who's gonna beat which dick's gonna be beaten harder. Anyway, beat the dick, which is hilarious too. All right, next one. This is from Delta County, Colorado, where a 31-year-old Michael Blair tried to convince a judge that over 3,000 fentanyl pills found in his house were all for his own personal use. 3,000. Just him, not sharing. That's a lot of pills, my guy. Apparently, this man thinks that he's a human trash compactor with a death wish and in a fucking cast iron liver. Police raided his home and not only found that, they found a little meth, they found a little powder, which turned out to be some cocaine. They found 7 guns stolen and $2,000 in cash. But he says he's not a dealer. Again, this is all for personal. Blair claimed he was just having a bad time after losing his mom and was going through a divorce, which led to him accumulating all these other things. Anyway, obviously that's not true. The DEA thinks he's full of shit, and the judge threw at him. Well, that would honestly, actually, they say here, if he had 3,000 pills, fentanyl pills, he'd be taking 100 fentanyl pills a day. 100 fentanyl pills a day. That's 6 pills an hour around the clock.
How are you alive?
Not happening. Okay, he's not immortal. He's full of shit is what he is. And even the judge agreed with it. And since this guy has previous drug charges, he was sentenced to rehab and sentenced to jail. And now he is locked up. So,
yeah, if he's putting that on the streets, he should be the max.
He got 6 years in prison. He's doing 6 years in prison for it. Yeah, 6 years. So between the two, which one is the bigger dick? Who's this week's digital dick? What do you think?
I'm going to go fentanyl guy because I really hate that they've ruined the drugs for us, of us who like to occasionally do a little drugs.
Just participate every now and then.
Yeah, and they've ruined it because now you're worried about being in everything, and he obviously is selling it, and you know how deadly that is.
He can't even do a little blow anymore without taking a chance of dying.
Yeah, so that, and there's a lot of lives affected. More people are affected by his outcome because he's obviously been selling.
Also, this other lady, I mean, she's just having a good time.
She's got a good old Sunday.
Yeah, she's just doing what Michael Jackson asked her to do. It's not that big of a deal. It's a Lord and Savior Michael Jackson. Take your clothes off. Get naked.
I do want to say something to the first story. You're giving off real Florida vibes, lady.
It's for real.
Yeah, there's something mentally off with that one. You know, nothing suggested drugs, if I remember correctly. So something
just drunk, and naked. Probably.
Don't make you hear Michael Jackson.
That is a very good point. So we're all going to agree and go with story number 2. You are the bigger dick of the week. Congratulations. And for that, you get the jingle one more time. If it'll play. Oh, I stopped it, so it's going to start back over. Can you?
Yeah. Digital dick.
Who's the prick? I want that to stay in people's heads. And we're walking around
that's
going,
great,
digital dick, digital dick.
I mean, if they're both ladies, like if you have 2 stories about women, like, can we even call them that? I've never called a woman a dick before.
I can. But a woman can be a dick.
I mean, I'd be like, you're being a fucking twat.
It's good. Twat waffle.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that twat waffle graphic that Mandy made and put up in the group?
No.
It's pretty good.
I don't know if I did.
There's so much content in the group. I miss so much.
It's so that's why we need that. That's why we need to have a moderator on there. But it's a great picture. I think we're gonna have to throw that on a shirt, or maybe a lot of people were actually asking for a travel mug on that one. So we might put the twat waffle up on the travel mug and put that up in the damn store. By the way, the Florida Man shirt sold really well. For those of you guys that haven't been over to the merch store, make sure you grab a Not That Damn Show shirt. We will have a new shirt coming out this week, so keep an eye on that. But the Florida Man shirt, gone. No more Florida Man shirt. Actually, we may bring it back sometime at this point, but
I see it
if
now.
You missed it, you missed it. So we got to turn that into something. That's pretty cool. It's fun.
I like it.
One of my favorite segments that we've always ever done on the radio and have done here and pretty much everywhere is Craigslist, and I want to do that right now. Ian.
It is my deepest desire.
Is there a place on the web that panders to my lust?
Yep. Too desirable to be real. Craigslist.
There's definitely some baby making music.
Although there are a few acts that I'm about to read to you that will not produce babies. But that's fine.
So this, where do you find this? So you go digging deep into the internet, and Ian finds some of the, what would you call it?
I get deep down in the crevices. You know, you gotta get in there nice and deep like.
And are these people just looking to hook up, lost connections?
Hook up is such a weird term because they want so much more than that. Like if I just wanted to hook up, it'd be wham bam, thank you, ma'am. But
okay.
the kind of things that they want, would you consider a glory hole experience hooking up?
This is the glory hole show.
It's not untrue.
I would not consider it a hookup.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, it would not be a hookup. That's not a hookup.
Well, this is over in Stroke's neck of the woods, over in Destin. Any men need a good release, stop by the glory hole and get sucked good. I'm 36, 5'7", 150 pounds, and loves giving it to older men.
Wow.
Stop by and get a good nut in my mouth.
Since I live in California, I have no idea. Where does it say where the glory hole is, or
it doesn't? I think you're supposed to respond to the person, and then they tell you where it is. Because if everybody knew where it was, then fuck, they'd probably shut it down. Yeah,
there'd be a line of people out there.
Like, what's that? Fuck, it's Saturday night. I forgot the glory hole. Right. This is over in Crestview, which is also near Stroke. It's about
45 minutes away.
Yeah. First gangbang, Crestview. 33-year-old man.
Nice.
Looking for some good-looking, clean, STD-free people for a gangbang that I want to put together. I'm down to get a hotel and have some fun. Looking for a lucky lady and well-hung dudes. I may have a female already, but I need another girl just in case this one doesn't make it. Send me a DM if you fit the criteria. No drugs or druggies allowed.
Bunch of dudes show up with their dick in their hand.
And there's no chick.
She didn't show up.
I'm here for the gangbang.
Well, she didn't show up.
No girl.
If you don't, I love this last part. If you don't think that you're good looking, please don't send me a DM. Thanks. Wow, fuck you, dude.
Jeez, man.
Also, you want to get a gangbang together and you're supplying literally nothing. I mean, I don't get it.
He said he might have a girl.
He might.
Maybe get the hotel room. So he's supplying a couple of things.
He's supplying a hotel room, but he's like, look, I want to have a gangbang and I don't know anybody.
I mean, good luck, guy.
Yeah, I mean,
it's got to be a cheap hotel too, because
it's got to be.
All in my area, I'm at all the hotels. It's all gated. You can't get in there.
Hotels are expensive anyway, man. Just do it in a park like a grown up.
You can't gangbang in a back seat with a bunch.
No, but
I guess you could if you were in the woods and you had somebody.
Or you could just rent a party bus
lined up.
There you go. That's probably cheaper.
Yeah,
probably. I mean, I say it's got to be like a shitty motel, but a La Quinta will probably run you about $90 a night.
Yeah, that's not so bad. Little La Quinta.
Yeah, they don't have wristbands on, so anybody can just walk in.
You're fine.
Yeah. This is because I did one in Strokes area. I had to go searching through mine.
All right, what do you got over in PC?
20-year-old male virgin, new to Panama City Beach.
Hey.
I just moved to the area, and I'm looking for a partner to have fun with every now and then. No males. You will get blocked. I'm preferably looking for an older female to show me the ropes and teach me a thing or two. I'm open to experimenting with anything and don't mind getting out of my comfort zone. I'm a virgin, obviously. I don't know much, but I'm willing to try different things. If you feel like you'd be interested, send me a PM. Parentheses, no scat, no piss.
Okay, so all right, well, good. Thanks for clarifying, I guess.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, had to figure that one out. Okay.
No pee.
Probably
no poo.
lying. Probably just claiming he's a virgin.
That's what I always think. I always say the same thing. I'm like, you fucking liar.
You're not.
Why would a woman want a virgin anyway?
Yeah, why are you on? Yeah, why are you on
internet.
FetLife?
Yeah,
as a virgin.
There's no way. There's no way.
There's no way.
Yeah, and there's what scat and everything else is.
Can I say honestly, as a man too, I wouldn't want a virgin either.
Yeah.
I don't want that. Why would anybody want that?
Seriously,
Somebody with
dude.
no experience at all. Like you don't even know what you're doing. It seems like a nightmare.
Well, not only that, but like, as a guy, like, getting if I was to be with a virgin, like I'd be like, okay, so half of it's gonna be like you being in pain because you know a virgin's first time is a female virgin's first time is gonna be painful. I'm like, why would I want to deal with that?
Yeah, nobody wants that. Now you're crying.
Now imagine you get
bleeding.
72 of them.
Yeah, pass.
No, I don't want that. That sounds like a nightmare.
I got eternity to get them the way I like them.
Sounds like the worst thing ever. Why is that? Why is that like this thing that they like? I'm gonna get that
that's
when
a
I
shitty
die. Why would
selling
you want?
point.
That sounds like fucking hell.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. Like, yeah, you're going to hell. Where there's 72 virgins.
But if you're there for eternity, I mean, their beliefs, right? You can really do some training because you got
That's true.
nowhere else to be, right?
That's all you do now.
You know, down the line, you got a bunch of whores. Your whores, like
Yeah, but that's
going
gonna take eternity. Like, can I just?
I got all day and time.
I mean, I guess, but
doesn't matter.
Can I just show up and there's 72 sluts
I think I would
who
prefer
already
that.
know what they're doing? Then they'll make eternity go by so much faster.
That. Yeah, I would prefer that. I don't want to train. I ain't got time for training.
This is over in Sacramento.
Great.
Sweet femboy seeks gentle mommy.
It's always something sort of gay when it comes to California. Like every fucking time. I swear to God.
I'm sorry, the glory hole wasn't gay.
I mean, I'm just, well, I guess it's kind of gay, but we don't know. It could have been a girl.
It wasn't.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I don't imagine women are on the other side of the wall.
No, but you never know.
I love Tom Segura's joke about a glory hole. It's like he went into a sex shop and the owner was trying to sell him on the glory hole. It was like, is it a guy or a girl? He goes, you see any other cars in the parking lot, Junior? All right. Sweet femboy seeks gentle mommy. Hello. I'm looking for a mommy/little girl dynamic. I'm a very affectionate little looking for my mommy. We can do coloring books, arts and crafts, and board games. While I am sweet, I also have a bratty side. I will be testing you to see what I can get away with. I enjoy being told what to do. Let's make something special. So,
I don't like it.
You're looking for a legit mommy. Like, that's a kink for you? Like, mommy kinks? That's weird, man.
That's super weird. You have
want
mommy issues for
coloring
sure.
books? Yeah, seriously. What was your relationship with your mother?
She abandoned him.
I want to talk to her. Not really.
That's weird.
Yeah, that is very weird. Because, like,
I don't know. I don't understand the mommy and daddy kinks. I don't get it. I don't
either. But, like, we also know about the, like, the diaper fetish thing.
Oh, so
like,
gross.
is that kind of the same? Does that fall into the same subgenre or whatever?
I think that people like with the diaper fetish thing was like you had to have like peed or pooped yourself and then somehow been turned on.
Oh, well, I'm
it.
into this now.
I think what happened was their parent, I think the mom and dad, they left the baby in the diaper like a long time as a kid. And the kid, they just were shitty parents. So I
could
grew
be
up
it.
and he always had a fetish for it.
That's interesting. That's an interesting take because it makes sense.
And finally, swallowing whore in Natomas.
Well, at least she knows what she is.
Wrong.
All right.
This is a man.
Oh, God. Again, there we go. Told you it's gay when it comes to California
But
every time.
I think he's looking for a swallowing whore. I just wanted to point that out.
Okay,
Don't be so quick to
okay.
judge.
Okay, you're right. I shouldn't have.
Horny slut needs her throat fucked. It's my homegirl. She's horny as fuck. She's in Natomas. She'll pull up. She gets in. Or you pull up. She gets in. You fuck her throat. She swallows all. And then she leaves.
This dude's a
DM me
pimp.
for more instructions. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought the same thing.
This guy's
What'd you
pimping
say,
out.
Mikey?
He's a pimp. He's pimping out his lady. He's just trying to,
or robbery, yeah.
it's
I
not
didn't
worth
think of that.
Think
Because
about that at all.
DM me for more instructions, but she's ready now. Like if I was to DM this guy, he'd probably be like, yeah, it's like $50. I'm like, there it is.
Yep.
Yeah, there's got to be a pimping situation.
Not in California prices. You know how
$50.
expensive it is.
Seriously,
more
right?
like 100 and 150.
That's a cheap
California's
blowjob.
expensive. You could probably get a free blowjob if you come out to the that damn night out. I bet there's gonna be a lot of single women there because a lot of our damn it's are singles. I've even had them messaging saying you guys should do like a damn it hookup, like try to do like a dating type thing,
night?
like a fucking a singles night. That's not what this is, but there will be a lot of single damn it's that are at that damn night out, August 30th at the Boardwalk. You should come. I think you might be able to get a blowjob for free.
Laid. Why am I trying to help y'all?
Well, I want everybody to get laid.
Yeah, I just don't want our name to be associated with rape or some weird shit that might go down.
No. It's all got to be consensual.
No, afterwards, like we don't know what might happen.
Well, that's true. We don't know what's going to happen. But I still don't be afraid to come to the event because you never know what's going to happen afterwards.
Maybe come to the event. Maybe you meet somebody nice, but we start trying to get to a hookup, and then we hook up the most evil son of a bitch with this girl.
I got you.
He ends up being this scumbag and drugs her or something.
Yeah, that's definitely never going to do that. Just want to be clear right now. We're never going to be a part of a dating show or a singles night. I don't want to take that chance because it'll fall back on us. I think that's why a lot of radio stations don't do shit like that anymore either. People used to hook people up, but not anymore.
Faking it like the War of Roses on the end.
God, it's so fake. Almost every market with a top 40 station does that exact same bit. And they're probably all doing the same one.
Yeah, why don't you just Google War of the Roses and just look how many stations do it?
Yeah, it's all the same.
You don't even change the name. Don't even try to change the concept.
Yep. But the damn night out is happening. It is we're recording a live podcast at the Boardwalk. We got a band that's going to play. Thundercover is going to play afterwards. We got stuff that we're giving away. We got Aftershock tickets that we're going to give away. We're going to play some games with the crowd, hang out with you guys, do a whole show. There's a full bar, full kitchen. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be a really good time.
Mike?
Our fourth mic will be there as long as she can make it. You will come meet our fourth mic, and
she better fucking make it.
Yeah, well, if you can't make it, you can't be the fourth mic. Let's just put it at that. If you can't be there on the 30th,
that was part of the interview process yesterday. It's like, are you going to be at the mic if we pick you?
Yeah, that's true. But it's going to be a really good time. It's the first time the three of us have been together in years in the same room at the exact same time, and doing a live podcast is going to be a lot of fun. It's $20 to get in, which really isn't much. It's not that all that does is cover the expenses of us getting the Boardwalk, getting the band, and paying for the things that we need to pay for. So
yeah, we're not walking away with money on this.
Not even at all. But we will have some merch and stuff available too, exclusive merch that you're not going to be able to get anywhere else any other time. That's only going to be available at the Boardwalk August 30th at 6:30 p.m. when the doors open, and we'll be out there. It's going to be fucking awesome. Come join us. If you need any more information, it's all on the nottds.com. You can also go over to the Patreon page. Everything's there, but you can get links to your tickets and all that stuff. So hopefully we'll see you guys out there. It's going to be freaking huge. It's going to be awesome. You can even be a part of some of the stuff that we might actually be doing. We're going to do the Florida Man segment. Maybe we'll do Damn Problem. Maybe we'll do live Damn Problems. Maybe you have a damn problem. You want to get up and grab a microphone and tell us your damn problem, and we can go ahead and give you the worst possible advice ever right there live in front of everybody.
We give the best advice. We're the best life coaches.
Are we though?
We're better than some people.
We're better than Stacy. I'll just say that right now. At least
we're doing that now.
If I can just say her name, I don't give a fuck. But at least I'm not
our old GM.
Yeah, I'm not. At least I'm not going to chat saying, "Hey, give me 5." Life coach things that I can create a meme out of, and then putting a Photoshop picture of myself on it, and then saying,
let's see what her most recent life
laugh,
advice
love.
is.
Let's see what it is, and then we'll get into Damn Problem. I think it's perfect. What's her latest life advice?
You don't need another break. You need a breakthrough. Great shit.
It's the
Top
dumbest
notch.
thing.
Yeah.
So cheesy, so cliche. Chat
yeah,
GPT
I do. I
whatever.
need a breakthrough. Yeah, that's right.
Do you have any other gas station keychain quips in your back pocket?
But you're right. We are better life coaches than actual life coaches, and let's get into some life coaching.
Got a problem?
What the hell's your problem?
Maybe we can help.
I felt I had a problem.
What's your damn problem?
You can say it's life coaching. It's just helping people with their problems. And honestly, we don't always help with their problems.
Some of these problems are affecting their life, and we are coaching them through it. Boom, life coach.
Sometimes I life coach even, the people. I just like, quit crying. You sound like a bitch.
Yeah,
Seriously.
don't be a bitch.
I don't need to give you a whole big answer. I was like, you're just whining. Like, toughen up. Move on.
Sometimes that's all it is. That's the best advice you can get sometimes.
Dude, that's the best life advice anybody can give anybody. Stop being a bitch.
My favorite piece of life advice that I've ever given anybody and that's ever been given to me is shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's it. Sometimes you just got to shut the fuck up. There's a whole song about it, and it's the truth. If you just shut up once in a while, life isn't that bad.
I think so. One that I got, it's like people are always something like the universe is going to provide. I'm just trust the universe doesn't care. Go fucking.
The universe ain't going to provide you with anything. You need to get out there and go make it happen. The universe might
quit being a bitch.
Might throw some things at you that you can embrace or whatever, but the universe doesn't give a shit about you.
Nope.
All right, what's your damn problem? This is, I don't know who this is from, doesn't matter. It says, my 12-year-old son has started stealing snacks and hiding the wrappers in his closet. Okay.
We all did that. Or
Everybody
at least,
did it.
we all stole snacks. And yes.
I still do that. I hide my snacks from my kids so they don't eat them all.
You have to.
You have to. It says, it started off with candy, now it's Lunchables, string cheese, and even half-eaten rotisserie chicken.
Oh
what
my
the
God.
fuck?
That's disgusting.
Oh God, they're gonna be doing it at Walmart soon.
That's how you get roaches and bugs and shit.
See, that's the problem. Now you're gonna get bugs in there. It says he lies about it constantly. We don't restrict food at home. He just squirrels it away like some weird trash panda. Is this normal, or am I raising a future hoarder?
No, it's pretty normal. I mean, I hid
the
my snacks when I was a
didn't
kid.
hide rotisserie chicken in my closet, dude. That's not very normal.
I don't remember when I was growing up. There's rotisserie chickens everywhere. Like all of a sudden, everybody sells rotisserie chicken now. Everybody. Like at one point when I was a kid, I mean, you couldn't.
That's a very
cook your own chicken.
The
right?
only way you were getting rotisserie chicken when we were kids was going to like KFC to get a rotisserie chicken from a chicken place. So that's it. Or like Boston Market or whatever.
There's not one grocery store that I can think of right now that's near me that I can't buy a rotisserie chicken. Some are more expensive than others.
That Costco
Some are better than others.
That Costco rotisserie chicken is so fucking good, but it's so bad for you.
And the one, we don't have a Costco here, but the one at Sam's, I was like, they sell so many of them. There's one I walked in there, there's a big old line, just people just waiting, like, when are you going to take the chicken off?
They wait for it, right? They do. They just wait
people
there.
wait. And they look so hungry.
It's hilarious, but
awesome.
it's not normal. It's not normal to hide a rotisserie chicken in the closet. Now, other snacks and whatever, the kids they'll like be eating, drink a soda in the bathroom or something. I'm like, what are you doing? That's disgusting. But that's just what kids do. It's pretty normal.
So this person's not asking like how to help their kid from being a thief. It's just more like, what can they do to quit leaving junk around?
I guess I'm just kind of wondering if it's normal or if they're raising. They said, is this normal? Or am I raising a future hoarder? I don't think you're raising a future hoarder.
I think you're just raising a kid.
I think it's
like
pretty
a teenager.
Normal. Yeah, it's pretty normal.
Yeah, I know. I went and my daughter, I was like, I know I bought this. And I look one day and all these whole thing of cookies is going. And I'm like, I know I bought cookies. Maybe I left them in the truck.
No, the kids eat
They're
everything.
up in a room.
Kids
And then
eat
she had a
everything.
whole 2-liter Dr. Pepper, or root beer that I got for her, but she decided to just take it to her room. And I was like, I'm thinking I left a bag somewhere. I'm like, maybe I left because it was to leave a hot, something in your truck.
Yeah.
No, that's just a teen.
I still remember when she tried. I think it was like either Star Crunch or something. She comes inside to get the whole box so she could feed all her friends outside.
I remember this.
There's like 8 kids outside, and she got the whole box of cookies, and you had to be like, "What the fuck? We're not feeding the whole neighborhood."
I remember that.
That one little kid was fat, and I'm like, that kid's gonna eat him. Oh my! I was like, don't bring that fat kid over here.
No,
especially Star Crunches. Those things are delicious.
They're fucking great.
Don't be giving those to fucking nobody.
I know this seems like a nice thing to do, but your fat friend is eating them all.
Yeah. Also, again, we're not feeding the whole fucking neighborhood.
Also, that kid doesn't need them, so he's already fat. Just keep that away from that kid. Your kid is normal, just so you know. Just maybe tell them to stop doing that, because at least the rotisserie chicken thing, because you're going to get bugs. You're going to get ants and stuff.
Maggots.
It's disgusting.
And maggots are the worst.
Maggots are the worst. I hate maggots. That's the worst thing ever.
And then Rob's going to show up underneath your bed. It's awful. After he just jizzed on his shirt.
And maggots.
Oh, you do not want to track maggots.
No, definitely not. A couple more here. My best friend's wife slid into my DMs and sent me photos.
Oh, shit.
It says, you know the kind. I didn't respond. I didn't tell him. Now I'm avoiding hanging out with them because I feel like a ticking time bomb and my bad friend for staying quiet. What should I do?
How were they?
I think you got to fucking tell him. It's your best friend. You're an asshole. I mean, okay,
I know.
Honestly,
I'm with you. I just had to get that in there. I'm like, what they look like? Yeah, you got to tell them. What?
But seriously, maybe you should send them to us so we can decide.
I don't know. Like that is tough because you're gonna have to show the entire conversation. Be like, I had nothing to do with this. If you're a little bit guilty, like even if there's even a sense that you could have possibly led this to where it was, then you got to stay quiet. Even something could be misinterpreted as flirting. Because when people are mad, they get like delusional and start blaming everybody. He might blame you for this.
I don't think it's your fault, but I would tell. I hate to be that guy, but like, dude, if you're my best friend and you're in randomly that happens, I gotta say something. I hate to do that, but I can't watch my friend get played out like that.
How you gonna do my boy like that?
It's just, you gotta tell him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's really that simple. You stop staying quiet. Go say something, and cut off that bitch too. Tell her you should respond and say, "Don't ever send me pictures like this again because this is crossing boundaries between me and my friend." And I'm going to tell your husband because who else? Chances are she's sending.
That's
other
what I say.
people
Who else
too.
is she sending this shit to?
You know, so screw that. Last one here. My mom keeps giving my 6-year-old soda, candy, and letting him stay up all night, stay up till midnight. 6 years old, stay up till midnight when he sleeps over. I told her a million times not to do that. She just laughs and says, it's grandma's house. Last weekend, he came back with a stomach ache and told me they had cake for dinner.
Wow.
How do I set a boundary? It's without being an asshole. Fuck, it's your kid. You can be an asshole.
Yeah, I totally get. I understand that when my kid's at grandma's house, he's gonna get spoiled.
Sure,
but she would never do that kind of shit. Like she'll take him to the movies. They'll stay up late till like 11 or whatever. I'm like, as long as does he have school tomorrow? No, then stay up all night. I could give a fuck.
Yeah, but
I feel like a lot of these people's never even addressed it before they even started to send an email. Maybe if you just talked to mama, there'd be no issue.
That's a really good point. I think
try that first.
People just hold that stuff inside and you're like, you know what, I'm going to send them I'm going to see what they think I should do. Communication is honestly, a lot of times when we have this conversation, we do this stuff, it comes down to like communication. Just communicate with the person you're having the problem with, and usually that'll work out.
Just explain to mom why.
Yeah.
The kid wasn't feeling good. The kid's eating cake late at night, and you don't want that to happen. You know, can you please not
also,
make sure the kid, he might be sneaking it, but don't let him do it.
I'll say 6. I don't want my kid to be a fat ass at 7.
Yeah,
but,
6 is kind of young.
Does it seem like this can't be me? My mom has 1,000 times better snacks now that she has a grandson than she ever did when I was growing up.
It is. That's the truth.
Yeah, I'm like, where was all this shit when I was growing up?
I think that's got to do with they're in a better position in life. You know what I mean? Like a lot of things have paid off.
It's valid.
You know,
spending less money on you.
Money. Yeah,
that's valid.
Think about it, we are now like we're just trying to pay the bills and get by. But if you in 20, 30 years, you probably would be. Hopefully, we're all in a better position.
Yeah,
that you could spoil your grandchildren.
And you do want to spoil your grandchildren. Like that's what you want to do.
Well, yeah,
and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Just maybe you can set a boundary without being an asshole very easily by talking like Stroke said and just saying, hey, it's okay to give them candy, give them candy and whatever once in a while, but let's not get too crazy because he came home sick one day and he needs to eat a regular meal at least.
Yeah, you can't just give him candy and cakes and shit. Like there's a dietary restrictions that I'm not saying that you can't eat this stuff, but as a meal, no. Because my kid tries that shit with me. I'm like, what do you want for dinner? He's like, French fries. I'm like, try again. And he does that every time I ask him. He's like, French fries. I'm like, fucking try again. We're not doing that. That's not a meal. I'll throw a few fries with your meat, whatever.
Yeah. The only time fries or something like that can be a meal is like if you're just like at an amusement park and they don't have a whole lot of food, you're like, I'll just have some fries. It's fine.
Or it's the cheapest option. And
there's the cheapest option.
Amusement park meals are fucking expensive.
Festival or whatever. But
and it's possible too that the grandmother doesn't even know. Like the kid could be making it up and lying. Till you talk it out. You don't know. You don't know the whole story.
Yep. So it all comes back down to that communication, that word, communication. If you ever have a damn problem, feel free to email any one of us. You could DM. These all came from DMs on Instagram. So email us, DM us, whatever you want to do anytime. And we will try to help you out as best. I feel like we actually did help that time.
Life coach. Boom.
We are life coaches. We are the best life coaches, better than actual life coaches. I do want to get into Digital Dumpster Fire, brought to you by Infusion Tap Room in Lincoln, California. It's a couple of random videos I came across over the past week. And for some reason, I don't know, is the running of the bulls happening right now? Or when does that happen? Does anybody know?
I don't know. Didn't somebody mention something about that? Or maybe somebody messaged me about...
I have no idea, but
I mentioned it the other week when somebody got a bull had grabbed their underwear or some shit.
So I've been seeing a lot of videos of bulls getting basically attacking people, but this one was pretty interesting because it wasn't like the bull was running at them. just check this video out. It's actually it's pretty funny how hard this guy gets hit.
Oh shit!
Right in the fucking kisser, dude. Right in the face. One more time.
That could have killed a man.
He hits him really hard because it hits him right in the face. Boom. He might be dead.
Because he went to go smack it on the ass, and the bull was like, sexual harassment.
He might be dead.
He might be dead. The way it hit him, boom. Because he didn't just fall down. He fell back. He got lift.
Yeah, like his feet are off the ground right there.
Yeah, he went backwards like this is an action movie.
Holy shit,
and
that is insane.
It kicked him all the way out of frame. Yeah. He got serious airtime.
This is why you got to be a Patreon member, man. You are missing out on. We can't explain how funny some of these are, how crazy they look. You have to see it. Here's another one. I always like the skateboard when people wipe out on a skateboard. Yes. This is a girl this time.
Oh,
my favorite. Okay. That's my favorite part because you never usually get to see the aftermath of somebody falling down and getting hurt. You just see them get hurt and the video's over, like kind of what would have just happened here because it happens really quick. But just watch again, watch her land on her face. And there's the aftermath. That looks rough.
That does.
That looks
weird. I'm still
there. Not at all, because I understand.
Okay.
You would hit that?
I'm just saying, behind the bruise?
Yeah.
I mean, look beyond the bruise, Stroke.
Exactly. You gotta see past shit like that.
Stroke's like, I don't think so.
I think there's probably one time. I'm like, nah, I don't think I would.
That's hilarious.
Well, today I learned Stroke's a prude.
Stroke doesn't like girls with bruises.
At first, I thought that was a man. I was like, what is that? It was keeping that in my head. I was like, when you that right there, I was like, what is that?
No man has lips like that. I mean, her lips are...
Or look what she was wearing when she fell on the bike.
I didn't see the bike part at first. I've said before that when he first had had it on and it kind of froze for a second. I was like, what is that?
Look at how hard she fucking hits.
Yeah. Ew, that's so nasty.
Big time. Like she didn't even try to block her face with her hands.
She's just landing on her face. This is hilarious.
I don't know if you have time.
I mean,
yeah, but you might not. I mean, it goes by pretty quick.
I mean, there's a moment like right there.
Boom.
Like
she could have.
Yeah. There's a moment where you're like, oh, I fucked up.
She could have put at least one hand out.
One at least. But yeah, I don't.
So funny.
I don't know why. You know,
that's funny.
Usually, you and Stroke are always looking at me like I'm the crazy one, but it's weird having Mike agree with me.
I'm having a hard time seeing where that would be attractive. There's probably a picture, and I'm probably wrong. Based on that, I don't see it.
I'm just saying, she's okay, I guess. This next guy's just completely insane. This dude. Look, here's the thing. I want to explain here, and this one turn this down. So, like, what is about
I'm reading the headline?
The headline here says, homeowner in shock after delivery driver appears to lick his cat.
Oh.
So watch closely what this guy does. He sees hi, kitty. He sees the cat. Pick the cat up. Now watch.
Oh.
He is 100%.
He is. Okay.
Oh,
he is licking
it.
And then he just tosses it down and walks away like the whore that it is. Looks back
just
at
lick
it.
That pussy
did you not see the ring camera, dude? How did you not see the ring camera there?
I don't think he cared. I think he was like, you know what? I like cats so much that it does not matter.
That is such a weird that video creeps me out.
It's so creepy. So weird. What the hell, man? And then he kissed it and throws it away. I just like, I'm not.
I'm glad he didn't bite it.
I was like, That's what he did, man. He's clearly. Oh, okay. So Digital Dumpster Fire, I have one more video. You think that one was weird? This guy's
that ain't gonna be beat. She won't beat that.
In weirdness, no, but in what the fuck, maybe. Because I don't know what this guy here is even thinking in why he's doing this, but you guys tell me.
Wow.
What the fuck?
You're a fucking idiot.
Is that real?
I'm pretty sure this is real. Dump a little water. Oh, you can see his face is kind of burnt up.
Oh, yeah, it definitely is.
That's real.
Yeah, those
they're
are
bouncing off his face. That's insane. Those are hot.
Hot metal shards.
What are you trying to lose an eye or two?
What is the point of this?
You stupid fuck.
He wants to be cool for the internet because the internet is where I validate myself.
I mean, this is a bad idea, man. And for those
you validated yourself as a dumb fuck.
Yeah,
that's literally how I caught myself on fire.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta hear this story.
I was grinding when I was in before I was in radio. I did construction. I was grinding a pipe with one of those giant saws, and the sparks were flying at me. So most people would either spread your legs or stand to the side. Not my stupid ass. I'm grinding this pipe, and like halfway through it, I start to smell something that's not metal. And I look down. My pants are on fire, and I mean legitimately on fire. No one said a word because they're just like, "Is he going to figure this out?" Because I had people watching me. I figured it out. Yeah.
Well, I learned that today. Ian set himself on fire. So that's always good.
I was going to say that I relearned he was in construction because I forgot all about that. I don't know how long you done that type of work. I do remember.
I did it for about 3 years.
Wow.
It's amazing. Wow. I would have never thought you had to be the littlest guy out there.
I 100% was.
Do they like you?
You were the runt,
Such a subjective term.
No, I mean they just seem like they seem like you'd be the guy they wouldn't like because you're so little and you're so different. You look nothing like a construction worker, so you'd be an outcast.
They didn't hate me.
It's pretty valid.
They didn't hate you. They didn't like you.
I know who does hate you.
The drummer from Traps.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, I learned that guy still hates us, and he's still posting about us. So,
good. After he hears the song, I think we'll probably get a new one by next week. Yep. So, cool.
If you guys didn't hear that song, if you missed it, sure you did. And we'll have that up on the Patreon
You made
page.
it this far into the episode and didn't hear it?
You had to have heard it because just go back and listen to it. It's a great song. We're thinking about playing the songs a little bit more throughout the show, but we'll talk about that off the air and see as the show continues to grow and help us grow, man. Again, don't forget the dollar store damn it deal is happening right now on our Patreon page. If you head on over to the nottds.com, click on membership. You can join a Patreon for less or for about $1, not less than $1, for about $1 for your first month, and then it goes to regular price after that. But support the show, give it a try. Use promo code DAMNIT, DAMMIT. It's damn it on the Patreon for you to get that deal. Don't forget to grab your That Damn Night Out tickets as well for the boardwalk. And that's pretty much it, man. That's all I got. Don't be a turd. Spread the word. Let everybody know about that damn show. Share the show. Tell one person about this episode, just one. And then they'll tell somebody, and then they'll tell somebody. And
that's true. A lot of people don't know exist. Remember this, don't beat it, don't whack it, just stroke it.
That's right.
Don't be a bitch.
Hey, this was really fun. We hope you liked it too.
We've had a lot of laughs tonight.
Seems like we've just begun when suddenly we're through.
But I'll tell you what's not funny.
Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye.
Killing strippers.
'Cause now it's time to go.
Strippers are people too. Naked people who may be willing to pleasure you for a price you negotiate later behind the curtain at a VIP room.
We'll see you very soon, I know.
Besides, there's no need to kill them.
Very soon, I know.
Because most of them are already dead inside.
Goodbye.
Good night, everyone.